come to do. Casting crowns, lifting hands, and bowing hearts is all we've come to do.
Today on Thursday, the 7th of May 2026. Hello and welcome to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. My name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. The Epic Morning Show is a 2.5 hour long program. We divided into the first and second segment. In the first segment today of the Epic Morning Show, we ask the question, is improper waste management in Freetown due to lack of commitment or difficulty of solving it? So they pose that question today inside the Epic Morning Show. And in the second segment of the program, Marion Precious George will review the biggest local stories that happened from yesterday. Stay with us. Every new day is another chance to reset, another chance to refocus, and for remind yourself for say, your story is still being written. Now, not allow yesterday's struggles for convince you for say tomorrow, not get any for which you not get hope for any tomorrow. The strongest people are the ones who never face difficulties, who continue to face difficulties, but those, of course, continue for move on and try to change the trajectory moving forward. Now this morning, work out with confidence, stay disciplined, stay humble, and keep believing for say your journey is very well worth it. Now, not to everybody go understand your vision, but that enough for stop you for progress. Small efforts every day, they eventually produce big results. This is not the Epic Morning Show.
Baby, where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough, I no get nothing for offer. So all me party will look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something, yeah. And they walked away, all the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping.
1xBet, where sports come alive. Visit the site or app and join the Game On promo. Get a chance to win an iPhone 16, cash prizes up to 11,500 leones and a weekly free bet of up to 20%. More bets mean more tickets and rewards. Enter the promo code ONLEON and boost your game to the max. 1xBet. Game on. Together in the game.
All right, so I'll ask you this very simple question this morning. If something happens to your business or property, how fast are you able to recover? Now, that's make you need J-Man Insurance. They are known for the fastest claim payment, so you can get back to your business without stress or delays. Plus, the premium them very affordable and flexible, will work very well for you. Call J-Man Insurance on 088-220-137 or visit them on number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professionals. And also, as a parent, what did you picking for healthy growth? Benimix na the answer, made from local grains and packed with 14 essential vitamins for the brain and body. No cooking, no stress. Enjoy Benimix at any time. Just make sure say BFC always in at the pack. Benimix, grow strong, grow smart. Let's just take this other message from one of the sponsors. Do you want a natural tea that refreshes your body? If you look for something healthy and gentle on digestion, you want a tea where they keep you feeling refreshed all day. Our tea has got you covered, made from local grains. Made from naturally grown tea leaves. It is healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bags in every pack, there is always more to enjoy and share. Our tea, natural refreshness in every sip, brought to you by Karel. All right, welcome back to the show. Just been joined in the studio by Reginald Payanojukutu. Soya, Reginald, good morning.
Good morning, Usman, and good morning, listeners of the Epic Morning Show. Inside with breaking news highlights this morning, the National Tourist Board raised alarm over illegal dump sites near the Sierra Leone Grammar School land. The National Tourist Board don't issue a strong public warning over the growing accumulation of waste being dumped on the land which belongs to the Sierra Leone Grammar School along the Aberdeen-Moritong axis in Freetown. And in the public notice within date 6 May 2026, the board, National Tourist Board disclosed that area they now don't be transformed into an illegal dump site with a serious environmental and public health concern. According to the statement, they say the situation will become particularly alarming with the onset of the rainy season. As they also talk, say there is a potential for high risks that the accumulated waste could be washed into the nearby coastal area, where include the Lumley and the Peninsula beaches. Such occurrence, they don't put out the border warn that people aim for disease from throwing in them waste in that particular part there, as if they continue to do so, then go face the stiff measure of the law. So that is coming from the National Tourist Board, where don't put out a public notice for sake of the people that can go illegally, put out then dumps them now that particular part in Sierra Leone Grammar School land, where they are along the Aberdeen and Moritong axis.
Yeah, now that's not the discussion this morning. Yes, people don't for dump then don't see them just anywhere, but they get alternative, who's a legitimate alternative way they can to the naughty or dispose of their waste. The government authorities don't set up those avenues for the people to don't see them. That's a very big question and very critical. Whilst we continue to criticize people for throwing dirt at the streets where they not for do, we get alternative usai for Toriam. I think that's a big issue from a big fault in the side of authorities where they call for proper waste disposal when the avenues aren't properly set up.
Exactly, and we understand that ETSA don't put out a short release so they don't confirm say power outage going at the western area following the heavy storm. Now the Electricity Distribution Supply Authority don't inform the general public and say several communities within the western area currently they're without electricity due to damage caused by a heavy storm and will affect part of the distribution network. Now, the affected community also na Bamot community, Bamot Hotel, Moriton Barracks, Grammar School, Okiki, Kadko, Kuntolo community, Spor Loop, Chinese, Ogu Village, Upper Medical Store, and New Englandville. Those who don't say EDSAT technician team, they identify the fault and go repair their work. Then they ask them currently on. They also say could they don't be deployed for ensure say we get safe and timely restoration of power supply to all the affected areas. My concern here is even before this particular release, we know we get light before rain they come. It has been like 5 to 6 days. There was no light before even that rain coming. So I'm wondering as to whether
if not just an excuse for letting just continue with the blackout. But me, Regina, I tell you, for some reason, I mean, not can get like just like you. I live around Aberdeen Road, and it so happens for saying after this notice from EDSA, I still will sleep with light yesterday, but it's ironic.
Not the list as part of the
it so
area
happens
they were affected.
It so happened for say we sleep with light yesterday, and EDSA they are big with the big. But this is concerning. I mean, rain just begin for calm. We expect more rains for calm in the year. Waiting gets for happen. If this small rain where people go say as compared to the one day for calm later, don't begin cause this much destruction to EDSA and distribution sites them. Waiting gets for happen in the long run. I think it's high time they put mechanisms them in place ahead of the heavy rains where we expect for drop this year.
All right, and according to the Sport Writers Association Salon President Swasal, when Asamo Junior, we say put out a post that it is rumored that Salonde in high negotiation with Tom Senfiet, now a coach. According to Samois, he says Salonde edge closer for appointing new head coach with the Belgian international Tom Senfiet emerged as a front runner for the job. Now, the 53-year-old got a strong CV to win the CAF Coach of the Year in 2022 and also managed Namibia, Zimbabwe, Togo, Gambia, and Mali national team. So that is exactly what he's projecting. But so far, nothing has been done as to who takes the head coach role for Leon Star after the SLFB don't put out a press release for see that go succeed Mohamed Kalon and all. But Samuel Junior, who is the president of Swasad, is suggesting that it hopefully could be Tom Snentfiet, the Belgian international. It's the Belgian international.
So put simply, for the all understand, a foreign coach may be the next
head coach
of Leon
Star. For Leon Star. And I'm wondering as to whether we'll get the resources for
pay
the head coach.
Because I mean, there was tussle between Mohamed Kalon and the authorities them with regards to payment, and he's a local coach. He's just a Sierra Leonean like me and you.
And he's been owed $195,000 for about 13 months where he work. Receive in his salary. Yes, well, finally, Usman, US back down in the Straits of Hormuz as Abbas Arachi visit China a week before Trump, Al Jazeera. They give it on. So we will still look at Danny and see how far it will go. We understand the Foreign Affairs Minister of Iran, Abbas Arachi, currently get a visit to China for see how they can get some diplomatic talk, whilst there is still stalemate for me to get a permanent ceasefire between Iran and the United States of America, Osman.
All right, thank you so much, Reginald. And that's all we have for the breaking news segment. Reginald, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Osman.
You still live with the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Baby, where don't poke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So all me party will look down on me. Where don't make me feel like say the life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people will promise for help me. They say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like, I buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we did, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why someone go stay, now only God to know. The reason why someone go. Now God himself know. Me brother, me I no go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God to know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of a man no, not to the end of a life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn down. Famous to all the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. To all me party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now, it don't better now. Famous and the name now. You know go feed say, you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like, I buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving.
You're highly welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. And the program this morning we'll look at is improper waste management in Freetown due to lack of commitment or the difficulty of solving it. We ask that big question because I mean we all see where after the rains we happened just a few days ago. Major streets them na Baibure Road, Poti, na Brema Lane Junction block due to the flooding we see of Doti them where they flop the streets of Freetown. There have been teeth and tats. They may of course blaming people for throwing deaths, but not setting the right mechanisms, as in ways as to people for dispose their waste them. Let's say you walk on a street and you just don't drink a sachet water, you don't drink plastic water. What if you do with the plastic? You will just keep everybody will just keep an eye pockets them. I mean, are there set of bins them where the mayor don't put in the entire of Freetown? Because yes, they are in some areas where you work, you see then yellow bin them where the mayor, the Freetown City Council don't set up for people for to read and to see them. But is it everywhere? I mean, how accessible are these? So what think people can tend for do instead of keeping it in their bags and can just send for to where at the nearest place is possible. And there are some people who will say instead of throwing it just in the open areas, they can just throw them inside the gutter. Say people not go see the dirty, the streets not go dirty. We just throw inside the gutter. And when rain come, we all know it happen every single year. I mean, they don't show proof of waiting they happen, waiting to dirty inside gutters them. The heavy rains where we see we flood major streets them across Freetown. And over the years, we've seen the mayor blaming people where they construct roads for not consulting her. They say the gutter then tend to be very small. What they mean say if heavy rains come, then if something they inside the gutters them, they flood the streets. But however now though, why we not see until now proper waste disposal for Freetonians them from the council and other authorities them way responsible. I mean, Reginald Bill just do breaking news just now saying that the National Tourist Board is now saying people who they live around the Aberdeen area near the grammar school, not for dispose the waste na the grammar school area, but outside them for Toyam. I mean, the council times and times again, they say people not for they give them to this clean saloon boys. But are there other ways then where people can actually dispose of their waste? How many tractors them they were accessible to all areas them? We know Freetown, the topography very, very different compared to other countries them. I mean, we get high hills them, talking about places like Tengbekton and all. Those big tractors cannot go up there. But how we able for dispose of we waste them in the best ways possible moving forward? We will ensure the healthiness of Freetonians them, and all that irresponsibility at this very critical moment. Yes, people for obey the laws and of course be patriotic citizens, not for to and so. But are there the proper mechanisms in place set up by authorities, the Freetown City Council and government agencies that were responsible? And that's what we asked this morning here on the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Baby, where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel.
All right, introducing inside the program, Solomon Sundu, Executive Director of Be Found. Good morning, Mr. Sundu. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Osman. Good morning, listeners and viewers on the Epic Good Morning Show.
All right, but first of all, before we start the conversation, let's take the mayor of Freetown, Hivona Kisoya. We visit by Boe Road, Porti, by Brema Lane, at Brema Lane Junction. We see people where they use motorcar get for use just one part of the road, as the other part of the road was completely blocked due to the flooding, where we see bring dirty them come na the streets na by Boe Road, Porti, Brema Lane Junction. And this is not what the mayor gets for say, but people waited to a dirty na street.
So Freetonians just want to update on the situation of now 2:15, and we also have the front-end loader, SLRA stepped down called the front-end loader, and there's a called the truck, and they're going by the truck, so it brings out the house. Over the last couple of hours, we don't get community labor for what we're doing for now recognized, but we think very more, much more right up to the market and beyond, for see inside this illegal dumping you have.
That not be the mayor of Freetown, by the way, and it talk about at very time the efforts on the way by authorities, by people who work for the council for clear the roads then day, and talking about saying people not for to at street. But that bring in Mr. Sundu. I want for me give me your broader opinion on waste disposal and the issues year in, year out. We see with small rain come, and we expect more rains for coming at the end of the year. The rain just beginning for come, we see the impact already. What do you make of the crisis where these rains they bring in Freetown specifically?
Well, I want to start with the Freetown municipality and how the management of waste done dey over the years. If you look at, the Freetown, City Council, we're responsible for the day-to-day cleaning of the capital city, and also you look at, the sanitary departments. We will be there, you say, under this administration, we will be the grab ups with small. We see also we get sanitary officers. They go now every compound. They look at you compound in structure. You look at your compound. The way they manage you debits. That is your dirty, and even your toilet system. Because Freetown in those days, na be one kansai, then send they with them those pan body. You go see outside toilets and be boku in those days. So you go see compound a look crowded, and then pit toilets where them be dig. So man, you will see stay na bail the bailam, or get them man then they where them can do them work then they na net. All of them same day, but it be able to do under control at that time.
Then I be when.
In those
Under
days,
the leadership of all that.
no, well, when they say, well, lot talk about Akibo. When Akibo will be there as mayor of Freetown, then at the time way Freetown City Council really, when they talk about work, for me, as he said, the municipality laws at that time, it be really firm in those days. But this latter part, would they still say too much of, I would say, politicking in the area of administering the city council don't override the actual job. The reason why I they go back and bring the historical part of we debates. Yes, I want to say then count Masada under the last administration. Masada Bidonde for can take over the cleaning of Freetown. Also, where this mayor come, we see Usa Institute say clean salon, and then clean salon or clean Freetown. It gets waste management system. Usa individuals don't registered circle, and then they tell people them for pay for dirty. I agree with payments of debits. Wait for me, countries the way I don't see besides Sierra Leone. One of the things we then they do, like na the capital city, and for pay for you dirty. Honestly, you get for pay for dirty. And people go back say, okay, then side and they, because I read it on into the talk say, where then side and they wait them to go deposit dirty. We now all on ton us sign all day for make they go deposit dirty.
That's exactly the point. Even if, let's say for example, you want for Bonnie dirty, that's also a problem for it's an environmental risk.
In fact, that bond dirty they all look for stop them because we talk about environmental issues.
You see bond dirty.
So at the camp. So one of the things we I think say I can always say we don't need sensitization. No, now education we need now in Sierra Leone. Let we educate to people and say dirty, and for as long as you live in the capital city. Also, you see, say the waste management system is so bad off. What do you do as a mayor? For me, I don't always say this. We where they live in the western area, now we they encounter serious issues with them clean salon bobo them. If they go take, well, I know we say bobo them, now man them, because big man them, you will see they go take dirty from one street. As he turned on the other side, he can't deposit and
I expect for Lego to William.
That is the case.
That's exactly the point. Let's
say,
for example, clean salon around Wilkinson Road. Who say for go to it?
So here is the catch. Even the one the way they clean the streets in the morning, Osman, or they blame people. Allow me for that bill information.
Okay, I know you can point out to them, but Miss FDC, I mean, like if they are sweeping, they sweep the Sansan, they go inside the hole.
So now they come. Even the one the way they hired, I tell you now where they hire them for even clean the Freetown. The capital city where every morning they see say they go they clean Hillcourt Road, then go clean Wilkinson Road, then go clean Lumley, then other streets them na Freetown. Who side they carry the dirty? Now inside the drainage they put them. And many a times, me we sit down under the good governance program. I don't call on SLRA, City Council for me to look at even the drainages. Make I tell you, there was a time.
What did the mayor say? He say when they build roads them or sort of drainages them, they not they consult him as the mayor because it's not a mandate.
No, let we say. I make you see say the Freetown itself, the CBD, the way they the way them plan Freetown, I would tell you now, like we London, we see London, we see them tight streets them. Now so Freetown they will. But one of the things I tell you about the waste management system, you get for pay for your dirty. And how you go do one? Let it be, for example, where you live in London, a bin bag, then call them a black plastic, and the laws. You get sideway, motorcar then go come. Even for clean the Freetown, so they tell you don't know where to go clean. They can't pass people the car in the morning, then go see them waste and vehicle, then cutting up, don't see the way people they don't can deploy. That's not supposed to be so. That's what I'm saying. When you talk about the city council forgets operational sector when a day and night for the clean Freetown. The one the way for clean, let's say for example, everybody don't go walk. If I can suggest, because I don't like for the talk. Let we make on this way. Dirty, where everybody don't go walk. People that don't come on at the market same. Now I think say every first day for day, you understand, in that area, where then vehicle and they come, they ply. If they take them dirty, then they on time. Believe you me, most of them dirty. For example, the one way they clean, the one they even when they sweep, they don't need for put dirty in the drainage. When I gather them, most of them on the sweep. Now so other countries that they do. You understand? Then in the area of being bag, make sure say what it's about education. Let household, every household, then being bag, then being plastic. Okay, when I don't segment into companies. Even the one that when at the companies where they don't give. Yes, I can tell you companies are registered. Like for example, you will hear Alpha Tech, they get in clean salon, we then get them bike, then plastic they will then get. But you go ask now then hotel, then other perhaps home. Including we all. We saw to go deposit dirty. Now then drainages or then main stream.
Or the WAF them.
Then the WAF. So for me, I think the education get for boil down how people them for pay. Then bin bag. You put your dirty, you put on a bin bag, you side it for cam, muska cam, it can pack. We not all couch on a dirty. I think we get for move from one step. Now that kind of thing, I think we need for institute.
La bring in John Koma in the show. Mr. Kuma, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Kuma, I also need your broader opinion on the waste management of Freetown. I mean, year in, year out, with small and camp, like we just see a few days ago, we in the camp, the impact of they've been felt heavily on Freetonians them. We see in Apoti, where the mayor visits early in the morning after the dirty them block the roads. It's a blame on Freetonians them. Say now people really so dirty na trees and they're responsible for them, and then as a council don't they do all within its sakes. But I only give me your broader opinion first. What do you make of this issue this year in year out?
All right. First of all, I hope this is not a coup against Mayor Yvonne Akisoya.
No, excuse me. We expect to get posting on the phone very soon from the council.
It doesn't matter.
For add them voice on the show.
It doesn't matter. I just want to make them very clear. Since now opinions they would express, right? Let not appear as if we are making a coup against Mayor Yvonne Akisoya. So I just want to get that clear. Number two, I want to say this or make this declaration. I mean, I'm a fan of Mayor Yvonne Akisoya, but I'm very objective in analyzing and stating my opinion on issues of the Freetown City Council. First of all, I believe the mayor not supposed to blame people in Freetown for the debris, the dirt, and any other sanitary condition of the city will look unhealthy. The reason being, I think, we get what we call a misplacement of priorities. The Freetown City Council, upon taking office immediately in the first inning, in fact, they've not prioritized basic amenities they're supposed for restoring the city, because then take the city from a situation where absolutely environmentally unfriendly. We don't get them situations there.
Is it even more unfriendly today?
Well, it still look like
8 years ago.
It still look like, because just about 2 days ago I passed by Bay. You know that bridge? I don't know how they call that bridge there. That bridge we connect. It connects Bay and the other part of the city for empty into the ocean. The debris, the Sambagota. Okay, now the Sambagota run up to that.
That's
great. The kind dirt where I see pack na that place stay. You understand me? And several other places across the city where be the worker, it really shows say we never prioritize sanitary conditions for be the first things that we need for address. As they see the mayor they call with flamboyant projects them on this, on that, replanting and so on and so forth, and leave the basic amenities where the city honestly supposed for on get like the cleanliness of the city, you know, the provision of facilities them where go make every dirt is deposited from one point to the other, and then you get people stationed permanently in them places, they picking up this dirt and depositing it in some other places.
Mr. Kuruma, let ask you then, you think it's a lack of commitment from those who are responsible? I mean, just this morning, they read the news on saying the National Tourist Board is now also demanding people, I mean, urging people not for toilet around the grammar school area. Is this lack of commitment from authorities with see these problems they occur year in, year out?
No, not a lack of commitment. The Freetown City Council get a leadership we absolutely resolute on delivering the things then where they're supposed to do. But now misplacement of priorities are so me call that's why I tag up.
Why you say so?
Yeah, because the council they think about flamboyant projects them and prioritize them on top and leave the basic one them. For example, the taxation, the compliance of people paying taxes across all the councils, municipality area. It not compensate to the time way even where George Abbott Williams stay. Because the time of George Abbott Williams, we see a lot of compliance in people paying taxes more than today.
Is it not under the APC government?
It doesn't matter. It not matter.
With the support we get from the central government.
No. We talk about the central,
get the full support.
The central government during George Abbott Williams not be ever pressure people for paying taxes. George Abbott Williams be so proactive and decisive in getting ways and means in encouraging people to pay taxes. And there was a huge compliance of the tax regime coming to the Freetown City Council. Most of them funds then they use them for take care of the city in making some places very clean. You understand me? Unlike today, people they only go pay tax when they want to go do something we get for do with taxation. So meaning I feel say one of the things and the way Akisoya for actually come and emphasize and put more pressure, more power, more encouragement so that more people
lack of commitment.
No, not to lack of commitment. Oh God, not to lack of commitment. They are committed. They are committed. They don't just prioritize anything they say for be very, very paramount for now. They just want to do some things and flamboyant. I say they talk about electrical cable, this and that. All until they are not necessary for now. You get me? And they see the mayor, they go out, they come in, they get a lot of rapport with the international community, get a lot of rapport with the World Bank, the IMF, and several other environmental groups. They win a giant funders them. But thankfully, again, this relationship will be very sweet between he and them. But then when we look at the impact of Akisoya relationship with the international community, and the interventions towards the Freetown City Council in making sure it's a healthy city. Honestly, it's disappointing. Honestly, I want to confess this.
The performance of the mayor is
disappointing. Yeah, honestly, very disappointing. At the same time, for the first time. Because I used to defend that a lot. And I feel that the first time this, I actually see and say it's disappointing because the things that we're in for don't prioritize.
Now, who that you blame? Now, the mayor you blame or people with the people on patriotism of people?
Not the leadership.
But people also you for blame,
No, at the camp, they blaming people. Look, people not follow and they follow. Now, two things people they do or subject they do. They follow and comply. You understand? But for like get them follow and comply, you get for calm down and make sure say they know waiting out the priorities of the Freetown City Council, the basic priorities of the Freetown City Council.
I'll ask you, Mr. Sundu, you think the avenues then did they follow proper tax regulations of Freetonians them for disposed and waste? The mayor of Freetown gets that ability for actually enforce than they?
Yes, I always tell you say the city council for every municipality. I don't tell one of this several times. The point of call we can in the country, the first thing na the mayor of the capital city. And if you go to the Freetown City Council, the office, under the Deputy Administrator General, you will see, say, boku tsinde under them. You will see, say, the social department. Again, like within my colleague, they talk about taxation. I didn't get you talk about the NGO. As we speak, up to now, for re-registered with the City Council, up to now, they're not in operation. As we speak, that's that department. Yeah, I was there yesterday. Yeah, they make a come to the debies. I don't tell you say you ask about commitments. I want to agree with you. Say the commitment is so lacking. I tell you about that. I say the way we would expect the Akisoya for make a really turn up and say no. And it's about sensitization again. Can we educate our people? Say we need to pay for our debits. That is the facts we need to do. And I see he post something. We have, sensitized people. We have told them to pay for their debits, but they are not paying for it.
Yeah, that did come to the issue of enforcement.
Thank you. So you see,
able to enforce?
Yes. Let me tell you. I see recently the administrator they talk about enforcing law. That's they get forget bylaws where if they catch you, they trade up in a street. I will tell you under the then former president Ernest by Kuruma, when what I talk about Albert Williams, the first thing we then institute now the bylaws of Freetown, they say if you trade up in a street, remember that 10 day, then say 500 leons that you go pay. Freetown people are afraid for even drop dot in a street. You understand? The laws, I want to tell you, within Lumley, where at that time when they live by the bridge, now the people they go deposit from that Juba, people they can that twin bridge you see, now them they can deposit dirty. But the reason some of who we call the advocates who they make quick dividends, that city council office where you see them build by that bridge, now we call. Because the city council not they able to come on at home, then they do overnight, they go and surveillance people because the next people they go to it. Then be the old people in.
But don't it happen now?
If we don't stop, now the enforcement why they tell you about. If we don't stop, because actually I will tell you even within Brofisa you go see people away net reach where that bridge as they see rain on dark. Now you tell you go see all they come whether they can deposit dotting at the drainage and the drainage is as they talk about SLRA. It don't stream, it don't tight, it don't outrage the use. Then tell the way them be designed Freetown for how many thousand, it don't go overgrown. They need for go back and revisit. I tell you, so Conakry be day in those days. A small rain camp, Conakry the flood on the Lansana Conte. What did they do? Then decide for say no. There are certain parts in the CBD. Let we expand the drainages. Because
but you don't go compare Conakry and Freetown Pandoti.
What do you mean?
Have you been recently to Conakry?
I'm saying that now so it be there, but it don't at the camp. I don't say any kind of way we no compare. But we talk about how it be there in those days and how we done better off.
But it's
you understand? But it's still there. I tell you now, what we for do in we own case. With drainages that don't overlap. That I can tell you, Usman. Go along Freetown. Let you see the drainages. Some side they don't block. Some side, if now I then say they will begin pay contractors and this May for clean the drainages. I see the minutes they begin to do very well. And one of the things what they say, there are certain laws that will legislate, for example, Saturday cleaning. If they be care go down in the parliament, right, then legislator for say every Saturday, Freetown of the country itself for cleaning itself. Okay. Believe you me, absolutely. If we don't work in the right direction.
Let we get a view of the Freetown City Council. We get on the phone Marine J. Toka, we are the head of environment and sanitation at the Freetown City Council. Good morning, Ms. Toka. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show. You get to Madam Toka? Hello? All right, we did try for established connection with Marine J. Toka, we are the head of environment, environment and sanitation at the Freetown City Council. Forget the council their own take on what we see happen after heavy rains na Freetown overnight, which cause the blockage of a major road in the eastern part of Freetown. Madam Toka, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, I want follow give you within the Freetown City Council make of the destructions or the crisis where heavy rains they bring upon Freetonians upon Freetown. I mean, waiting the Freetown City Council make of the dirty them where they see they flop the streets them where small rain come.
Good morning, and thank you for that question. Of course, me and Mary and J Tucker, I dey work for Freetown City Council as head of environment and sanitation. Of course, most people they see we interventions them out in the streets, but based on the attitude of people and mindset of people, they really put we work them at par. Where we not can mostly will achieve what we want achieve. But notwithstanding, of course, we still involved into cleaning exercises. As when I even they see, I think 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, when I don't see say the Freetown City Council, they even coordinate with the police them for see how they clean them drainages then, how they clean them gutter then, and then public spaces. But even the particular area where flood and there, na Bremalin, that potty Bremalin, we and them police then go under and clean it thoroughly. Their evidence pictures. But people then they will not want pay for the dirty. Even we'll get the bylaw, we don't can say more they pay for dirty them.
So
Because presently,
enforcement na a major problem where the council they face enforcing the bylaws.
none for now because we have not started enforcing yet. In any bylaw we not get any law, we get for educate people then. At the moment we dey on with community engagement with and then communities. They wanna see ourselves out with flyers them and then we PA system and then door to door engagement. For many people they able to accept within the bylaws say. Because now the bylaw they say all household, be business or whatever for pay for in dirty. We don't able get service providers them we attached to each block. We don't separate the city into 8 sanitation blocks. So then service provider they are for able go na your house, register you and make sure say when able negotiate the amount where you will pay for that you dirty and how many ten for can pick them up. But people then they still where they resist. We no one work towards within the bylaw they say, but we they still try for educate people, make them see the needful. Why people who service providers then for can collect them dirty at household level and when they left for put on and then drainages then and gutters.
Yeah.
Because it's much more costly for council in terms for more we manage waste within the municipality.
Madam Tucker, when exactly these bylaws will be fully enforceable, and also waiting at the penalties for people we choose for violate the laws.
Of course, we're there on the implementation stage, as I say. Presently, we're there on community engagement. In terms of the enforcement, we did try for get a joint enforcement with the police because we go through Ministry of Internal Affairs, now take with the task force team, where the police they part of. So we get IG, DIG, and other stakeholders. They were part of that team. So we try for get a joint enforcement team. Make sure we will make people that accept it to the bylaws. But as I speak now, we're there on community engagement.
When we for expect the enforcement?
Of course, the enforcement it might be 1 month from now because still we don't the engagement because they may say more than 3 months.
And waiting exactly go be the penalty for people who go violate
the
this.
The penalty is if you not agree for accept for register with service providers or then catch you they put in a street, the penalty is 6 months in prison or you pay 5 million. But if you dare get they do one directly, maybe the 5,000 and the 6 months you go with it too.
Okay. So we get Solomon soon in the studio and in the executive director for Be Found and in saying a lack of commitment from the Freetown City Council make we don't see this crisis they come in year out. What do you make of that?
Well, it's not lack of commitment because if not commitment, I sure say Freetown City Council they do very well for make sure say the city clean. As I speak, you go on the street, they meet with workers them day, they meet with staff them day, they meet motorcar them day, they do pick up, they do cleaning. The commitment is the citizens then now they no one commit to Freetown City Council and accept say they for take responsibility. And the mindset, people the mindset feel say dirty are free. And manage dirty very, very expensive, my brother. enough for be free. You know, all over the world, you go any other country, people are paying for their waste. But they are very simple for more able to manage that well.
Well, here's the thing. Freetonians also, I think the many Freetonians like me and every other lots of other people want to pay for their waste, but ways of accessing those facilities aren't there. I mean, Freetown City Council, the mayor don't say people don't forget them to clean saloon boys, but who that forget? Who that forget exactly?
Of course, we dey against them push bobo them and people that will not get capacity in terms of logistics, because you know give dirty to somebody we not even get with bag outside the car and go. If you look at locations, for example, you dey a PMB, you give somebody dirty, the dump side they pon how they call them Kisibome. Look the location you Kisibome dey. Outside if you say go put on at the next neighborhood. So we even try for discourage that one. They say more or less for give them dirty then. So then push bobo there or then clean some bobo them for Krango. For go to it because they know they can't go now the end points. We saw one time now streets and go left.
Okay.
So we did against that one. So if you want, of course, get a service provider. I guess I can use the podium and send the link to you, which service provider with assign your location. Because as I said just now, the city is separated to its sanitation block. We get from Orugu, say they come na PMB, then a block where we get Echo Spring Day. Then we get municipal waste where they block 2 and block 3, where they take go by that library bar. Then block 4 they go take by Upcon. Of course, block 5 back then at that general right end they go small inside the CBD. You get block 6 where they right at the CBD Pademba Road. Of course, they go in a Freetown FWT. After that, we FWT, yeah.
Yes.
Then after which we get block 7 again. When our Echo Spring again gets block 7, where they around. I think they get part of Wickinson Road. Then get Spur Road. Then get the whole of Tengbe Town. Then you get block between Aberdeen and Lumley.
Yeah.
Of course, that's Alpha Tech.
Well,
So
Madam Tucker, in other countries where they use this sort of waste disposal mechanisms, them let's say for example in Ghana, and he said the people wait at the waste service provider, they give some, let's say they give ways in which people can actually dispose and waste them and keep them just left at the domot at the gates, and then they can collect them. But you know, in the country where they live in Freetown, you get lots of mountainous areas. Let's say Tembeton, for example. These big trucks where then waste service providers then go actually cannot get to those areas. Them waiting now the provision for people who they live now they up place then they.
Thank you again for that question. For hard to reach area, we even get other provision for that one. But in terms of even not much more hard to reach areas, not only the big vehicles that they use, then get tricycles. The service providers then get tricycles there where they go up the end and they even get staff then where they go up, where they go touch the dirty counter right to the motor car and make sure they go dump at the dump site.
Okay, but on the issue, that's not the one we get to do with dirty na us. But where the one that will be say with regards to disposing your waste na streets. Let's say you don't drink sachets, you don't drink water na streets.
That na
for
public space.
Na public space. Waiting at the provisions for that day.
Like market and park. Presently, if you use the Bible road, you will see say with every pollution liter waste bin then big bin then they at 3 points. Who don't put on for many people they make sure so because you're in public areas, public spaces where markets people then they other thing then. So we're now we responsibility directly. Sorry, please. So now we don't pollution them bin then they where people then for put them. But my brother, could you believe? Go look inside that bin there. Somebody they left that bin back, you go put on a ground.
Again, we get to do with the proper education of the people.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, who side we didn't answer na Hillcourt Road? The bin is not even visible. We know they see them.
Hillcourt.
Yeah, Hillcourt Road. Yeah, who side Epic Radio day? Now the surrounding, you go walk, you know the see bin.
Hillcourt is not public space. When you watch and it's more of dwelling areas and offices. So that one a service provider for meet you directly. We'll talk of
but people they work on the street.
Who them park them there, them markets them there. Now they will put them can be in there. But look at Hillcourt areas. That one the service provider and I for meet you directly and register you.
So how many bins them currently una don't set up across the city? How many bins then they?
Of course, in terms of bins, we have so much bins. But at the moment, we don't try for position 3 being, especially in a Bible road, because I think more we they get say that. Because we they try for see how people, public spaces go accept or use that particular bin. So for now, it's a test case. We don't put 3 bin along that side because I don't get much more pressure.
Anything we want for left with fumble?
What I go one tell fumble them, please. Nobody know can claim Freetown for we. Now we they live there, and we begin and they live there. And if anything go wrong, now we go suffer, now we begin and go suffer. So I encourage everybody more able to manage the waste wisely. But register with the waste service providers them, where Freetown City Council don't approve and assign with various locations there, so that we will keep Freetown clean. More or less for put dirty in a gutter, make you know say any dirty we put in a gutter and somebody in life they put a tricks. And you don't know that particular person in life where you don't put a tricks. I tell you now, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Inemna Marine J. Toka, Head of Environment and Sanitation at the Freetown City Council. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Mr. Kuruma, you want for respond to the comments then for ma'am?
Yes. Honestly, I feel disappointed in the Freetown City Council. And I want to say they're late. They don't late, in fact. Because even when you consider the 4 stages of implementing a policy, then they're far behind it. 1, you talk about exploration, trying to know the problem across the city, in all the zones and the areas they don't talk about. You understand? This for don't get a well-informed kind of position to various districts, constituencies, zones within the municipality of Freetown. You understand? Say this is not the position of the sanitary condition of the city. Having carried a thorough exploration of the city in terms of sanitation. And then, then go towards making sure that they identify areas for deposit, dirt or debris, and putting in these areas, having explored and know the problems, then go now for make sure say, then create the things that they can able to put in these respective zones or areas and so on and so forth, as the case may be. Disappointedly, for Madame Fortewis, are just 3 so-called provisions they don't make. Very, very disappointing. Looking at how vast Freetown City is.
And the population.
And when you move from there, you come back communication. Communication here therefore deal with educating the masses. What you want to do and how you are going to do it with them. And wait involve. The shortfalls, if you do not comply to this, what will be the penalties and so on and so forth. Before now you come up at the real implementation.
Exactly. Also mentioned for say even they've been there with them across the city, people go still left farm and already dirty in the ground. So
no, because
enforcement has in penalty if you're not already dirty.
Now because the stages there, I would say they don't miss them, and it's too late. Because for let people adopt to a policy. You start them earlier. Now I make you see when I start with discussions, I say Freetown City Council then failed in priorities. Prioritizing the needs of the city and Freetonians. Where therefore don't force come like where may have been force come. Okay, let's even say this second ironing. The first thing we therefore don't do if they don't carry an exploration of the city and engage the citizenry on their findings and try to know how they can manage in cleaning this city. Because it's not just about shoving a policy on people. It is also about getting them to understand and know the benefits of taking action. You forget them involved and participating. And forget them involved and participating, you got to bring the knowledge to them. You got to bring the issue, the problem right to their doorsteps. You know, by mass sensitization.
But with you
engage them. You engage their leaderships. zones, constituencies, wards, districts, etc., etc.
Yeah, I
and this they continue on and on until the people fully acquire the need to do this. Then you go now towards implementation. If you don't start from then to now, believe me, all of us will have been in compliance. Me, for example, our landlady, we always they pay for sanitary conditions
for getting clean salon bobode.
We always they pay for that.
For clean salon bobode, take it to house.
Well, I think so. Yeah, we always they pay for that. But the thing I say is that they measure yeah when Madam they explain to now, they're late. So in other words, the freelancers don't really take me very seriously. To be honest with you, the priorities we have been misplaced. I want to say that.
All right.
And it's very disappointing for me to say, then just don't install something like free bins or whatnot.
And looking at the scale, the length of Baibuya Road.
Forget about Bible Road. What about Wilkins and other places? How about the mountainous places?
All right, okay.
What about the other corners them? All these places that make an exploration for us be very, very important as the first thing to do.
Let's bring in Mr. Sundu. I see you know the head there and get lots of thoughts with regards to the comments from the city, from the Freetown City Council. But what do you make of waiting Madam Tucker just say?
You know, Madam Tucker not far from all the premises where we don't build up for say we need to pay for our waste. I want for underline the fact say I will encourage, because I don't just talk, I will encourage citizens of Freetown, make we begin pay for waste. Because when you live in the city, you know, I can always say capital city.
People pay for waste. I mean, this clean salon bobo.
No. You know, that's not the way. That's not the way to go. I want to say, like what you tell me, say Freetown is being divided, or no, say the Western Urban has been divided into 8 blocks, as she mentioned. And it talk about service providers. Now that's how they tell you say other countries, like in fact that is why me even they talk say when we talk about dividing Freetown into boroughs. The one thing that they would look at say if like when brother say the mayor, for me in other words, they don't hopefully feel in this direction of maintaining the capital city, cleaning the capital city. If you talk about service providers, then these service providers also for don't get education, say, in your zone or in your blocks, you don't sit down, you don't register. For example, one way they say they Aberdeen, where they take care of Lumley and Alpha Tech, for example, where you say in the Western area. If you don't able for make sure say Alpha Tech get education for know how many household they within the zone or the block in the first place, because we get this cartographic mapping we don't already this cadastral system where Freetown gets. You understand? You for know exactly how many residents they within this man in block, and this service provider make sure say they don't educate. I'm talking about education here. We emphasize on that they don't already talk about the bylaws. We talk about
that it will be enforced in 1 month.
Yes, so the education comes in when a community outreach. And I'm glad we talk say they are engaging the community. But just like what my brother say, if we don't embark on this earlier on, that is what we are saying. Earlier on, for say this is a capital city. You're at the first point of call. You come on America, you come on England, you come on Australia, you come on Canada. Now you get for Canland for let you go on any other side. So you the mayor for make sure say this municipality, make sure say you keep on it. Any visitor will come. If that kind of thing will happen then this year, we get visitors that will come. It's shameful for Sierra Leoneans. It's disgraceful for Sierra Leoneans. Right? So me they say the service providers in the first place, then get for do a community outreach education for make sure say them blocks them where they recover. Tell the people them say if not then clean salon bobo themselves, when I register the under on a company. If not, they no more say go take because they know now the environs, the environment where they live. When I go take this dirty from Femitona, when I come this area, when I local meter, they say incorporate them into the business, right? And I talk about them bean bags. If you don't register residents, you just go say when I can't put on a dirty, when I forget a disposing bag when I them bean bag, them plastic bag there. You understand? Where resident them for the get when I put on a dirty when I time. Even if you not can talk to me, but you don't already know say now every month now this I will pay. You understand? You deposit you the thing that you get, then can and take them, right? What I would say in another words, a community outreach education what they talk about. I think say if them we don't start out for long, and if we don't talk about enforcing the law, you forget to tell and say not only the commitment but enforcement of these laws. Where they can say bylaws should be there. Unless I tell you under in regime and talk about 500,000 leons at that time. We now 500 leons.
You say 5,000, 5 million leons.
Yes, thank you. Which means you can able if they catch you.
That is like 10 times the penalty during an expected mine term.
Oh yes, so meaning they want for enforce the law now, but it's never too late. This is not the capital city we will get.
Yeah, but the area we talk say about me asking her about enforcement, he say they don't get engagement with the Salon police in enforcing the bylaws.
Yeah, so I agree with them, but also the community people go for understand say when you live in the capital city. You mentioned Tembe town, out to reach area. Now that make I tell you say the service providers made them able for the blocks the way they cover, made them register if not the hilltop safe. And but what the way they would saying, where they do them cleanser, let them incorporate them. That will be the area like we talk to the area Kabudu. You understand?
According to him, he said the way service providers and get some people where they work for them, where they can just go up and take the take out. And
no, they are not enough. I will tell you this. Let them incorporate.
No, let me see them begin for work, and then we can determine whether it's enough or not.
But in the first place, one of the questions, if for example we talk about Alpha Tech no able registered Aberdeen, Lumley, the western area for go to the area where they cover Lumley. That is the point. You go Juba, you don't register everybody where they. But then people where they live now then hilltop. In fact, now they put more debits where in the camp, now then drainages where they can down, it is still the can down. Before that we talk about Samba Gota and Bay. You pass now Bay. So they see the mayor under the World Bank project, excavator sinap na that Samba Gota, they clean all the debits where they come out within the CBD, where they can get at the other side. But now go there, I think that project be done for stall. My point here is we have to pay for our debits. We for pay for we dirty. Let the people know that. You for pay for water, na capital city. You for pay for lights, na capital city. You for pay for any service where they provide for you, for as long as they live in the capital city. The capital city is not cheap. We get for know that and let the people know that in the first place. Because everything the fee says Sierra Leoneans is cheap. Yes, I agree with you when you say the deposit site. That is why now the service provider now will come for say, na a designated point. Now you want to fork out na bean bags. Now you want to fork deposit, but you want to pay for them. Let that be a contractual agreement between the residents and the people.
Let me begin, Mr. Kuruma, as we wrap up and go for break. Mr. Kuruma, possibly ask you on Facebook. He say what exactly are those misplaced priorities we talk about? So he say the Freetown City Council not focus on waste and get the misplaced priorities we're not relevant at all for Freetonians then.
But you might talk about the chain with the transport system.
He mentioned the car powership, but
no, not the car powership. The cable car. The cable car, which is not priority. That is
first of all, I feel say there is too much of politics. If one of the first misplaced priority, now politicizing Freetown City Council. Yes, the mayor involved in a lot of political wrangling in the past 7 or 8 years, and that actually drifted them away from focusing much attention on basic human amenities them we Freetown forget. And secondly, other things like the cable project, the tree planting project, and some other fabulous things them way the mayor be doing engage on in terms of just trying to make Freetown City go. Those are the things that in a way actually will be need much more than one, addressing basic sanitary conditions, 2, taxation, 3, the mobility, the transportation mobility of citizens in the capital. If, for example, the mayor be just embark on a simple city transport company, wherein the council for not involved in some form of trade, you know, and bring up a bus company or a shuttle company or a taxi company where for help commit people from one end to the other, one place to the other, that for don't go a long way in easy the burden of transportation at the city. Again, providing us certain conditions like, for example, libraries and how people go able to understand wetin are the rules and regulations of this particular city council, so that they go able to comply in addressing the problems that the council they face, go all be necessary than waiting the council don't embark on all these years. Because when you really look at the council, you go ask yourself, wetin are the major thing where the Freetown City Council don't do? What you go point at where the Freetown City Council don't do as a major project?
Well, planting thousands of trees.
No,
It's
but
a million trees.
yeah, but what's not the effect?
Well, they feel the effect immediately.
Where then trees and they now? I don't feel say these are top priorities.
They feel the effect in
we
planting
don't
trees
feel say these are
immediately.
top priorities, honestly.
No, they
speaking.
are priority actually for
No.
Freetonians. Them. I mean, you talk about floodings them where they happen, the heavy
the
rains.
basic,
them.
the basic,
The trees are
the
more
basic
important than ever.
amenities.
The
basic
I would say
amenities.
one of the
basic
saying,
amenities
like,
to be those
planting trees not mean say
Even
not
go-
to.
even the central government.
No, a good for
At the
plant
cap,
trees.
even central government has been planting trees.
Yes, so a good for plant trees. One of the two way
we
for me, I want for say
we should go
Usman,
embark on tree planting projects.
the misplaced priority. If me bother to talk about misplaced priority, tree planting are one of the core. If you look at
But I didn't
Freetown,
But the
mention
misplaced priorities.
for me, it be integral. Let me say this: sanitation. We look at what's happening the global system, the global warming.
Therefore, not for us to take care of all of these things.
Let we agree. In fact,
Provide basic transportation for
yes.
we.
Let we cancel this. So, beautification of Freetown in the first place. Look at Freetown first. Meanwhile, if you talk about misplaced priority, the mayor get it right every year in and out. They talk about property tax. Then quick for the raise. As I talk to you right now, license for registration of business. You know how much they take? Try to pay from 250 to 500. They don't come double up to 2,000. They embark on collecting money, but providing the service is working. I don't just tell you now just on the social departments. Who say you get NGOs? You say you get local organizations. Wait for register or the up to date as I talk to you. They in function. They work. You understand? So the top priorities, yes, I want to agree with them. But tree planting is integral. When you look at Freetown, then you all day, the hill covers all long go out. But you talk about cleaning of Freetown, and I want to agree with how we talk about politicizing the council. Too much of politics. If we don't talk about this, if Freetown City Council be sit down, then crafts then laws, we for make cleaning become an entity. Like how they don't begin say they don't get service provider then. Now a very good job that one day for the country. Not so all man, you go overseas, the first work with some man do a cleaning job. And clean not just limit himself to which I will call say you go sit down, you clean the sweep, you put all the dirty back then drainages. Not so that's what they refer to. It go for be day-to-day activities.
In fact, maybe they expect one of the things I would expect. First those small. You get sanitary officers.
You not be there to talk about that one day. And
then go all.
Then institution and
then
that how they enforce the inside over the place. So I think in prioritized areas.
These are the things that be facing mayor for don't bring back.
All right.
So you're going to get more people employed. More people there on the roll or the job, and every corner of this city. Therefore, don't make sure say they know say the sanitary inspectors are coming back to your backyard.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
And
Let me
if
go
you mess
for break
up
now.
with your backyard, you for no say they provoke the wrath of the council.
Let me go now for a very short break. It's still with the Epic Morning Show. After this short break, we'll take calls now. We'll take calls on 079 994 993.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with Karel, you get the best of the two worlds. For tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area there. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It will give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and save for share. Carel Aroti. Feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee. Aro Cafe, rich and gets fine smell.
Epic
One
Radio.
cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. Two great choices and one trusted name. Carel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
Epic Radio.
You sabi Benimi? I can tell you, the Solomon first food love dando. Baba, Benimix
Epic Radio.
Look where he rich and fine. Na salon here they make them. Na him make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14
Epic
important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. You find for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Then they mix the different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Member say, then they mix in a packet and they write PLC panel. Then they mix, they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, go on number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Penny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Okay, so me family them. I don't try nearly all the water them within a salon for sale. And I don't come for realize say none of them taste as good as Sierra mineral water. Every time I drink them, it make I feel fresh and bubbly. Sierra mineral water, that's simply the best. And also,
Epic
inside
Radio.
salon, Sierra mineral water, that's second to none. And they all sign at the country for sale. So, what you they wait for? Go get your own pack now.
Epic
Sierra
Radio.
mineral water, simply the best.
You sabi Benimi? I can tell you, the Solomon first food love dando. Baba, Benimix
Epic Radio.
Look where he rich and fine. Na salon here they make them. Na him make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking
Epic
strong,
Radio.
smart and healthy. You find for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Then they mix the different type like picking mix and super mix for all
Epic
ages.
Radio.
Member say, then they mix in a packet and they write PLC panel. Then they mix, they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, go on number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648
Epic Radio.
088 077 678. Penny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
079 994 993. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, man, inside the call from. Good morning.
Yeah, Chief Marana Suleiman.
Suleiman, good morning.
Pike Street. The border Sierra Leonean wouldn't kikanda video. They get many blame within they blame people them. Momine blame the central government. All the government institutions then get bought. City council then bought now na politic. Between the two political parties, anybody who sit on yonder, you know, they able to work fine because of the, if you not to the political party imposing the day, you don't know the day, you know, they work fine. But government, the laws they were then they lay down, then they implement them, or may they impose law to the citizen itself, because the citizen itself, now get that name where they keep called dirty. You just see somebody who get a tinted motor car, he eat something, they send on the street. May they impose fine for them people then they. Even plastic goods, so somebody they throw in the street, may get fine for them. About 500. You find out say the city go clean. But I think say as long as the government not implement the laws and what they put on, the country not they go before.
All right, thank you, Suleiman. Ben Kwame on Facebook, they say it is the responsibility of all of us living in Freetown to help keep the city clean. Does the dirt fall from the sky? The hypocrisy is too much in this country with blame game always. He continues saying that you call tree planting a misplaced priority. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Usman Mara.
Paconte, good morning.
Yeah, Paconte now one. I tell you now, 2020. But what we do in those days, where we small, we get the tea box right now with familiar. That's all fit, the tea box we need. Shekafini fit by electricity, the tea box we need. What alone the tea box we need for golden room. That is fit. The tea box we need. Also, we will get the tea box there. Control the day. That kind of day, you will set to read the tea and sleep. If they only you, either I go at Kalo or you go to Kloko. They're not a put but that go where they go and come. You don't go ever do them. That's why they will get them waiting and call them, pull them. If you don't wait and call them, you can put them in.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paconte. Abu Conte on Facebook, they say, Mr. Sundu, service providers will only increase capacity if there is an increase in the number of people who are willing to pay. Mind you, those garbage trucks are way expensive. A brand new one do cost over $200,000. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Your name inside the call from?
This is the Lion.
The Lion, go ahead. Good morning.
You know, this year it is disgraceful. You know, city council na disgrace. For we na follow a disgrace. And this mayor, now one of the mayor who don't take tax part every mayor in this country. We watch at them. Now the only mayor this way come. You know the one the way they sell. First them, not to all man self where they touch, they pay. What he do a system where he say each person where he give that book, you get a percentage. All over the country they scatter. Nobody know dead on hearts where they work on the street, where they sell, where they go for the day, where they go when they pay. You know this dirty na gem na money. You get even the one where they go to it, the one that next time you go na bomb, let go see almost in the pay. When you go they almost in the pay. Then try to where they go down, they almost in the pay. The time money where they pay and when you go that dirty in a gem, you know, you get fertilizer there. You know, it generates light. Even Ghana, that gravel, that compound the way they see. Now the Ghanaians them, the engineers them, now they take for make them. They employ work them for people them.
Okay.
Even we say, just go take that block, that gravel, a big block with a see.
All right.
You know, some countries when you come, when you trade us, you don't think they do you. Instead of them go step to you, then they go check you. When they give them, then they go video you.
The Lion, thank you.
So what did they happen? Now they go put in a television station.
The Lion, thank you so much.
Not so better people. Thank you very much.
Lee Liu on Facebook, they say, let the FCC design a project and start buying debts by bag from individuals. Freetown will be cleaned perfectly. None of these tricycle collections can help. The worst thing the FCC has done is to put a bin on the streets. We are not used to it. Freetown City Council, please remove all those bins. It's a waste of resources. Hello, good morning.
Morning. My name is Said. I call from Central.
Said, go ahead.
It's so easy for put blame on people. One thing where the people in a studio to accept now educating the people about the responsibility to pay for the dirty management, not a small thing. But the saloon man, you know, want pay for nothing. Water, lights. What is this? Someone they put dirty in a house, neighbor house. I hear somebody they talk about dirty box. Able, would they give priority to dirty this hour, this 21st century? Left the living. Then inside they know all this person called Gisno. And they are not houses where people in the reside and live. One tell me say take the dirty box. So everything about you dirty. Look, we not gonna country. When then they collect dirty in their suburbs, then they tell them the days where the vehicle they come. When the skip talk they come, all man, papa, mama, all man they talking about at the bag, we can't dump na the skip talk. That's what they do. Not to say na pass talk, go right up the hill, go take it up. But yeah, could me fact people they don't want to pay for dirty, they feel in a government for them, and the politician they mark. Then they give the impression like I say when they come, now then they can't manage the people. Sorry you talk about Saturday clean. You need Saturday clean this hour. You know much the cost government for clean every Saturday. When the people away, they respond to the dirty, then they keep the dirty 2 hours a week. They expect the Saturday come, then sit down you know almost revenue government they lost.
All right, okay.
This is just people and they lost by getting the clean Saturday.
Thank you so much. Let's take other comments where they come now. We Epic Radio Facebook handle Jusu Foley. They say paying for our waste is not a problem, but we can't get access to the waste agency. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You never inside the call from. All right, go ahead.
Ibrahim, and they don't talk this council business if they don't pull them for party business, salon upon action. I can always talk and say the politicians, they're more like them council or able, you know, mayor, let them pull them for party business. Whereas if they pull them for party business, we will see 30 good years that APC don't own this council in this country. What you want to do, we don't see them do nothing. If you're not pulling them, most of the honorable and council under the party, then they hide. Then they hide on the party there. They don't want to know. Wait till reach and come back to people for begin can talk, free talk campaign. Because when they put a number that independent, you go see where the council I go tower, because no other next man can pull me commodity. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, Mohammed Mukhtar Ba on Facebook, they say na commitment no day on the side of the council. They don't left the sanitation to the clean salon boys. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakar from Fomet.
Bakar, go ahead.
I really get surprised this morning. One thing we have to tell the brothers in the studio, the mayor where we get to, I will tell you, say, now one of the best mayor. Let's make a say so. Now the mayor this way, then they give fight from onset. Where the government here come and talk about cleaning, and then take the work from the mayor when I hear right now start the cleaning. And government take that charge. They even molest the mayor when a deputy minister. And you left the side and the way now the mayor in your position, when a council in position, where side and the way now then they in charge. The one they in charge of land. They say mayor and council they not even mix. Check to even the dirty box where we get to now the big dirty box where now bomb. Okay. In the hand, so it's very deprived. The mayor be one pull up place let locate them na different side. You know get no side. Other than the provider and the government. You left there again, look there, then turntable. Now they go and broke the turntable then all. Now government they broke the turntable then. You go check again at Duazak. Go look where them broke people and shop them. Other than broke their shop then. Now the governments and them broke their shop then.
Okay.
One of them different parts then all where you see harassment and other things same. Other than they do. Governments they send police and other things same. Watch even council people and they do. But my brothers, they want to be sincere to this country. Let me sincere. Thank you.
We'll take more calls inside the show. 079-994-993. Call you inside the program. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Pamusa from Dwazak.
Thank you. And what are the try for say? And first and first, what you for left na the country na like this bribing. What's bribing? Money day, then they bribe. For lie the law where they put na the country whole water. Unless people that left for cheap bribing. Because, example, if I do bad now, then the law hold me. The day of the end, what I do? Now bribe at the bribe, and they left me. So the same system they continue. Then what are they trying for tell the city council? And we feel say any year changes for day. This year I better, last year I better buy this year. Now so change it for the day. But you look like say the thing they show the worst, they show the worst, they show the worst. So how will care for day? So the thing if the worst, that will not move for go before. So for this one, in the mayor, I know say na responsibility he take, and this responsibility be like he care for check time how they do things for like the city fine. I mean they talk about them, but they are waiting the clean salon. Yes, na self-employment. I mean my brother been they talk yesterday. But when they take dirty, that place they wish them for they go give this dirty here. But if the
Not
place
to
where they
them.
wish them about there, they go take
Pamusa.
problem. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Let me just take other comments with the can at the Epic Radio Facebook page. Bristol, they say we are 1.5 million in the city. Look how look how it's choked. If the mayor planted 2 million trees, the city will be a forest. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You name inside the call from?
My name Mola, I call from Three Plants.
Mola, go ahead.
Yes, I agree with some of the things the way panelists don't say, and totally some I not agree with. For example, me today now, we council they cry, especially the mayor, for this devolved function of land permits, building permits. Right now, if you go to Ogu Bridge, you see mighty building, they go on there where they block even the waterway. If you me not they in charge of order for billion, not for billion. Why are you only responsible for order for cleaner, not for cleaner? Because if you give building permit when you not even give way for roads or other facilities there, way for them a community, we're going to make it accessible for the council for work properly.
All right, 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You name inside the call from?
Okay, Mr. Concerned Citizen.
Yes, go ahead.
To start with, a really pathetic for make you get somebody really toxic, planting trees, not to priority, not this priority. Seriously. And again, I want to make people understand, say, the Freetown City Council to stand alone institution, then they work collaboratively with the central government. If they not get the support we required from the central government, definitely some parts of the work they collapse. And another thing, it's really pathetic again for make we as Sierra Leonean, we know maybe to we dirty. Why I say this? Inside we host them, we need to just grab someone. For example, you drink water, you don't drink water, you eat by inside you host. You must take them, go put in a you trash bin. So why none of your community where you don't drink water, for example, again, you take I go even at it. Instead of you go put an sideway secure where at least you go able to forget that they dirty. Then again, when they talk about employment business, some of them people there, so if we work in Canada studio, the need for own up. As Sierra Leoneans generally, we need for own up to certain things. Then.
Okay.
Salon our country, name one we get. We need for take collaborative responsibility from the community where we do. We need for set the example. You able forget that people in your community. You able for create job employment for yourself as an individual. They get a dirty then they if now size up like pit you dig, they put them dirty then
all right.
They wait time reach you burn them.
Thank you.
Low they take salon problems seriously as individual.
079-9949. Let's take this one last call and wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hello? 079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Central One Media One. Good morning.
God bless you. God bless you. Abulo on the line. I tell you plenty, Usman Mara. I tell the panelists thank you. You know, because this country a collaboration for make this country. And the side of the dirty business, Friday, Freetown media, we get locations there. All area get locations side in the Gopu dirty. There you get something like container, you get cover, and you put on there, we get dirty, open each on. We flop, then come, then take and then go with them. That's what city council will operate. But due to development and certain areas, then they way, then the box and they, according to city council, they say, you know, fine for the day because of the development so don't take place. You know, they remove all them places and they, I don't know, then due to people and build houses and they. I believe say city council didn't enter and they when they do this, then for carries another strategies. Whereby then truck there, then go there, then kind of certain areas, then by time we get dirty, you go put on there, then go to it. But the selling places and they not come with any idea whereby for the communities and whereby we say them go to where dirty.
All
You
right.
don't see. So this na collaboration. We all get problem. We get dirty, get I dirty. Put our one place.
Okay.
People and they say alone and they will not invest. We not invest. We believe we go buy but they will not go try for buy certain things and they for facility we do private business.
All right, thank you.
As I tell, and this man way, Mr. Clean, he said it's right. If not them people and they will get share alone and they will buy truck them, go collect dotty them. Now business, you should go eat small thing.
Okay.
So thank you very much. The voice of Central Media One.
Abuluko, thank you. We're not going to take any more call inside the program. Make you turn back to we still get them for respond to the callers them. Uda go start first.
Yes. I just want for make responses to the callers there. Number one, this land permit issue where my brother they talk about. You know, government be done divulge functions to the local councils, not to only Freetown City Council. The Local Government Act of 2004 has been amended times for let people and know say government don't divulge certain functions to councils. Now, councils don't fail, not only Freetown City Council, council don't fail for educate the public, say, certain functions are not they again as central government. Now we get them functioning there. Now the responsibility of council for make the public understand, say, A, B, C, D. Now we get the right to do those things. Now wherein the central government stifle the local council not for do, waiting they don't pass into law. What the council go do? Now the right of council for challenge the situation, challenge the position. You get MPs, you get several other people and way you can pass through channels for make sure say government take their hands off the function they don't divulge to now. Me now one person we always believes. For example, where are the registered organization? I don't go na moped. No, I don't do that.
And economic development.
No, I don't do it. Because the Local Government Act don't take that responsibility to the councils. Now council get the responsibility for register organizations if they operate within a district. And give them even an NGO status. And not moped. If you go na moped, they go tell you say go register back in the Ministry of Finance, they go register back in Slango. In one organization alone, you they spend close to 20,000 in registering it. We're not supposed to be a profit making. And just for authenticate, say yes, you get license for operate. But council, they for make sure say they provide you these services. Right. So meaning they go consult central government. Right. Therefore, people for no say the divulging of functions now local councils get
we don't have time.
Council for make sure say the people understand that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sundu. Quickly as we wrap up, sir.
Yes, I want to start with the caller. We talk about devolution of functions. Yes, correct. But that not so be issue way for say council be the try for push for let then get for let and they give land permits because then be the take and say most of the land the way they within the their own administration. Not them for control, not them for give permits for them building permits because then be the take and say not to all side for build. But me they talk about interministerial coordination. When we get interministerial coordination, like we talk about the sanitary officers, for example. Council able work with the Ministry of Health because in those days now so be they see where you work with sanitary officers, the Ministry of Health get for impact their own training. That is why I'm saying intercoordination or interministerial coordination very important. On the other side, like we talk about the Local Government Act, meaning we'll talk about Akisoya, now responsible for the municipality, the Western Urban, all within the happen. And that is why I'm saying, where governments, if you don't talk, say, they will divide Freetown, and most of them here. Because for me, even the property tax we talk about, you understand, has not been collected or properly used. Even then, tax, where we talk about, then jokes, where they talk about the market women, they go and pay, has not been properly managed. Okay. And I misplaced the one day. And the other person we talk about, politicizing the council, that is very fact. The city council has been politicized over the years. And Akisoya, that is not our role. One would say and say today, instead on commodity, one for B flag barrier. But for me, the point of call for Sierra Leone is the Freetown city. I think say they get for step up then game. Me brother I talk about, about the social service department.
Okay.
We are the all NGOs. As I talked to yesterday, we go there.
Right.
We don't do all the necessary documentations. You go na police or go take attestation. Traditionally, know they take for 500. Now 2,000.
Right.
So at the call on the city council, like where they talk about the service providers, then blocks and the way they get. Do ya make them go the education? Me they emphasize and all the other callers then agree with me say we need education.
Okay.
Educating the blocks or the zone, the way the service provider and they operate that people need to pay for their bill. And one of my last talk, let people then pay for them being pay for water, pay for light, because here is the capital city, it's not cheap.
Okay, thank you so much, Solomon Sundu, Executive Director for Be Found, and Mr. John Koroma. Thank you guys for joining me inside the program today. And up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news, plus the review of yesterday's biggest stories with Marion Precious George. Until tomorrow, Friday, we'll go review the biggest international stories of the week. Usman Marade say bye-bye.
Baby, where them woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So all me party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say the life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now, it don't better now. Famous standing name now. You know go feed say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like. Famous to all the baby where they woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So all me party will look down on me, where don't make me feel like say the life no go become something. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now, it don't better now. Famous standing name now. You know go feed say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like I they buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down, I let it run down. I'm looking forward to provide to feed.
Morning, welcome to Thursday, and these are the sports updates. So in tennis, so Emma Raducanu don't withdraw from the Italian Open, as you know, still put out a clear reason why he decided to pull out from the Italian Open. Jack Massey for face Chivon Clark Unsaiwa under the Bill Smith versus Ricky in fight. So this is not the two main fights, but again, they get to fight before the big fight happen. So in the world of the UFC now, Chimav go fight against Strickland, and this go happen inside the UFC middleweight championship. And Sierra Leonean international winner Kayanto Kamara and finally retire from professional football. And Casemiro don't confirm say he not get any chance for extending staying at Manchester United as he go left the club at the end of the season. And finally, Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya don't win the Premier League Golden Glove and win him in 3 consecutive seasons. In 2020, 2024, he win him 2024, 2025, and 2025, 2026. He don't keep 17 clean sheet. For this morning, now all this will bring to Inside Sports Update.
All right, welcome and Fumble today, na Thursday, and welcome to the Thursday edition of Entertainment News on the Epic Morning Show with me, Big Daddy. Childish Gambino, of course, in Twakwe, this is America. Of course, yesterday when May 6 became exactly 8 years when the song will drop May 6, 2026. And during that time, This is America became the very first song in history for win both the Grammy Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the 61st Annual Grammy Award. Before, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, came, of course, maybe win the same record of the year, Song of the Year at, of course, the Grammy also. And away from that one, after the fight between Portable and Qatar FA, controversy has, erupted after celebrity Qatar FA don't come out and cry, say up to now, receiving 50 million each. Well, Soe Brelo, of course, don't come out and say the money don't be ready now, and they already don't call on Qatar FA for come collect the check or for take the money in cash. So I think that has been solved, but we still not hear any word from Qatar FA whether or not this is true. But away from that one, the incredible JJ, of course, say if man ready from calculating and geometry, well, as in drop in track list off in EP way for drop winner the math. Of course, inside this EP we get some big featuring. Yes, Kimbo's Ellie appear, and of course we also get Chezino and other names then. But at Qatar, of course, is set for captivate the listeners with a new song we entitled Lovetta, which and feature Jakey Jake and Storzy. So Lovetta will be dropping inside this week probably. And of course, another banger is coming, Bluff the King, of course, featuring Pontifex, the barista rapper. Even as they are set for drop One Life, of course, a song mixed and master by Killer Beats. So let's wait on it. Lady Felicia shared a video of herself and Soundboy Richie vibing to her new song. Well, what a beautiful moment. Producer and the artist vibing. The song titled Girl Pekin, not for Cry Again. So let's wait on that. And finally this morning, CEO of Borderline Music Camouflage yesterday, of course, be done into about the upcoming album where it say entitled And the Message. And also on the drive time yesterday with me, of course, he be make mention about the election where they come up concerning the All-Star Union election and also waiting at them plan. Let me get into the video. This now we get for you this morning. Philip say this election get for whole.
Well, the interim executive hold on for 1 year.
Okay.
That's why from where this whole thing happen, not been put out, it's because they really work, forget everything. We get a lot of things and for do.
Really?
Membership drive and constitution review. All in committees and the welfare committee. We don't put everything together. So we put out that and press release the tomorrow, and people will know the one they within at the executive, the inclusiveness back as well, because the one they were applying they feel left out.
Yeah.
So this new executive now, the Bo Artist Union presidents, they part of this interim executive.
Okay.
Kono Artist Union presidents, they part of this new executive. You understand?
Yeah.
McKinney Artist Union presidents, they part of this. You understand? All the sub association them.
Okay.
We try to get everybody on board. At least let we speak in one voice. Let we get a one like central command. Where we say if all stars say this, the whole country, all the musicians and will fall on that, and they will try for do now. Because of course we know see all stars, we get the power, and now we for be the strongest opposition.
Definitely.
Yeah, and this time, this all star all they get by the grace of God. Everybody rights for support any political party. You understand?
Okay.
But that person with the lead we, you understand?
Not for put up.
You just stay neutral till you time down.
Wait.
Then we association, you know, they associate her with no political party.
You sabi Benny Mix?
I dey tell you, na Solomon in first food love dando.
Papa, Benny Mix don't come back home.
Epic Radio.
Rich and fine. Na salon here that they make am. Na him make it always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. You find for big person.
Epic
they make your
Radio.
body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you dey able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time self as dinner. Benny Mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say Benny Mix then a packet and they write PLC panel. Benny Mix they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street Freetown or call on 078 134 541 073
Epic Radio.
648 or 088 077 678. Benny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
We need a bank that cares about you. We are here to lend a hand, and we will place no one above you. Modern banking,
Epic Radio.
whatever your dreams may be, Bloombank will get you there. Blooming together, we'll walk with you every step of the way. Banking with excellence.
Epic Radio.
At the tip of your fingers, there's only one bank. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank
Epic Radio.
Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombe pa, lamba roba, lamba de la de da, tila roba, la do bomba, tila da.
Ralph Waldo once said, write this na your heart that every day na the best day in the year. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Radio Garden, Facebook, YouTube, and surf through the website at myepiconline.com. Me na your host, Marion Precious George, and inside the show this morning, EDSA do announce power outrage across some parts of the western area following storm damage. And as well, APC call for concrete action beyond dialogue after State House meeting with President Bio. And as well, we go get updates from the 6th legislature of the first ordinary session of the ECOWAS Parliament where they go on Abuja, Nigeria. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for joining me to discuss these issues, I get now the studio Mohamed Toby Kagbo and also Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Marion Precious George. Good morning to we listeners. I think it's been a while since we today on the panel together, but it's a pleasure being back here for, of course, contribute on national development.
Okay.
Good morning, Marion, to listeners and to family in the radio land.
Yeah. Okay, straight off, we'll look at stories reported on the front pages, and we first take now the Global Times newspaper. Top story: Police launched online TV. And a very big banner headline: Our loyalty is the rule of law, ECSL boss says. You see a photo of the ECSL boss on the front page. And breach of Public Financial Act, CSOs demand immediate action against defaulters. VP Jules Dejalo bids farewell to 826 pilgrims. And finally, dialogue prevails over boycott. All of the stories you will find at the Global Times this morning.
Away from the Global Times newspaper, with me here, I get the exclusive newspaper. Top story reads: 2023 elections not done and dusted. Dr. Samura Kamara insists. There's a photo there of Dr. Samura Matthew in Kamara on the front page of the exclusive newspaper. And also we get at State House, BOAPC romance. After the two NRA custom host, WCO, WCA region cocktail reception, and finally to boost human capital development in Puja district, Honorable Sidi Tunis splashes 10,000 United States dollars. All of them stories also and more than at the exclusive newspaper this morning.
And away from that, I take the Awoko newspaper. Top story: SLP launches online TV to win back trust. And 979 savings groups, 33,000 members, Sierra Leone maps path to unified saving revolution. And UN and Sierra Leone government review progress on national development goals. SLBC Act rewrites shield. Media stakeholders push for public broadcasters' independence. And finally, government puts education management under the knife. All of the stories and more you get in the Awoko newspaper.
Away from the Awoko, I get the Independent Observers newspaper. This morning, you get top story here: ACC MDA's whole inception meeting on ethic integrity scorecard. We also get ACC employ GTI to maintain ethical standard. UN and government track progress on Sierra Leone development plan. The African Forward Summit securing balanced future-oriented partnership between Africa and France. And plus, Mr. President, can we talk? Part 384, the Independent Observer publication this morning.
And away from that, my final take now the Premier News newspaper. A top story reads: fuel price surge deepens economic strain, and heavy rain expose waste disposal crisis. Every storm causes power outage across western area. And finally, Sierratel returns BO partners with AfriCell to boost telecom access and jobs. All of the stories plus also in this issue then at the Premier News newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will deal with a range of issues this morning. But before we begin, look at the issues where I highlight just now. Make I ask you one simple question: if something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go able to recover? Now this make you need J-Man Insurance. They know them for fast claims payment, so you can get back to business without stress. Plus, the premium very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you at any time. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. We'll look at a very first story inside the show this morning. Inside ETSA announced power outage across some major parts in our western area following one storm damage where the rain will come one of them days here, so cause. And according to the press release where them issued out on the 6th of May, then say the communities them were affected make up of Morintong Barracks, Grammar School, Okeke, Kadko, Kuntolo Community Sport Loop, Chinese, Ogu Village, Upper Medical Store, New England, and several other places them, as them also say. Then technical team them don't identify the faults and the repair work they actively on the way, and they also say they don't deploy the crew them for ensure safe and timely restoration of power supply. Now them affected AIR, and also talk about the regret to them, the regrets, the inconvenience with this outrage don't cause to the people, and assure the public that every effort, they don't make every effort for restore service in the shortest possible time. Now, when this notice come out, one question where a lot of people they ask around communities, me community, and even a place of work now that was the storm too heavy during the rain way come one of them this year for lead to this kind of power outage or the issues where EDSA they make, or is it that EDSA they wait for some of these things to happen before they put modalities in place, especially when they know say we don't approach the raining seasons? These are some of the questions where some people ask during conversation. Toby.
Well, once again, good morning, Marion. And well, the case where it's put out in a press release suggesting this strategies you will make the communities, them or the areas where you mentioned forget blackout due to the heavy storm wouldn't say happen. That might be justifiable. But before even the storm they come, there are communities that will not experience light. Kisi Dockyard, now one community where closely now they go close to a month, they not get light. Well, the last time I understand somebody tell me say the lights come for a few hours, then it go back. It is very difficult for the public for perceive and take the press release as serious or as real from the side of EDSA, because there are a couple of complaints where certain communities don't raise as they not get light over the course of the past weeks or past months. Effective measures, not the way EDSA they take. So pulling out a press release, many Sierra Leoneans would believe that in community so they accept the reality, say we'll not get light. Let them not put them by the breeze will blow. Yes, the breeze will blow cause casualty to them, despite we not go not then senior yet for go see the reality if it really affected. But there were already significant issue with community they face in terms of blackout. That mommy we forget chance for tie in Kool-Aid and sell in packets water not able for sell them. Now it's blocky they buy, and we buy the ice block you get for do an increment in the water we they sell. So the water become 1 million now, for example, or become 2,000 instead of it become 2,000 2 million. So for me, I think there is more we EDSA need for do now. We already approach. I want to say because of climate change, I would describe say May, some parts of May go start for being now in the raining season because of how the climate done the change. Deforestation also can cause some of these early rains so they get back right now. So therefore no say what are the preventive measures we they don't put in place as a company, no say we get for coming to this era. And Salondo you say during the rains we enjoy 24 hours electricity. But these are the time again where we start for enjoy, we start for suffer for 24 hours blackout. Because at certain areas they know now it is when they get light and this when they know they get light. So people adapt and used to them things then day. But I think EDSA for swiftly enough fix this issue and try for strengthening the production as we fastly come into the rainy seasons.
Yes, Reginald.
Yes, thank you very much. When I see the press release, I will categorically say it is not true. Not so because of the storm make lights not a come. For example, of course, you see, you call the area there, now Moritomba Axe line adjoin. That Moritomba Axe line, before even rain they begin come, before the kind inside May, lights not been there first. It has been over 7 to 8 days, there is no electricity under. So is it that, and in fact, I recall 6, 7, I mean personally.
That was even before the rain.
Not a year, before inside last month, just after independence. I think on the 28th or 29th. Me personally, we still don't call EDSA and customer care line 672 a lot of the time. Because all the time the incident did happen, or the incident they will call, now me people will come it, hey, you know, journalists, you know the area, light not the day and all. You understand? So people come, they are expecting that you get the answer to the questions then they ask. And I don't call. Why they call them is that we are working on it, What was the exact problem? They will not tell you. So for me, I see this, it's the highest form of deception. I mean, this is because I'm aware about it. Even the grammar school I made and talk about, it has been the same. Mayor, people have gone to 5, 6 days. In fact, quite recently, EDSA one pull property in the house. The light just be the calm in one less than 1 minute it go. It come, it go, it come, it go. And these are the things that people that they make some money host they born. I tell people like, recently if I not be there in the house, now so something will be happen. One light come and then it go, it stabilizer, the one part by the socket, it explode. It was better that I was at home. Waiting before that happen if I not be there in the house. And these are the case. So for me, I feel like EDSA is not, they're not a treat the people here with this country with the utmost respect where they deserve. People have been suffering from electricity. We know they get no better. Yes, it's true that storm come, but this has been the case every single year. So what is EDSA doing about it? Is it that they are not putting modalities in place year in year out and will just come and tell you say, yes, well, the network lines they get problem where breeze blow. We not see that yet, so the breeze get for blow. So if EDSA they tell you say because of breeze don't begin blow, so network lines they go down, then all I will tell Sierra Leone is that we have to embrace ourselves because we are going to suffer during the rainy season because that kind of breeze they will blow. So day before yesterday and then yesterday we see small rain come. This has been the excuse. Over 8 to 9 communities they were affected. I will tell you areas that are not even having electricity are they are not part of that list. So I feel like EDSA really need for treat the people here with this country because prepaid now with the use. Not so that they go postpaid. Now people are paying for their electricity and they're supposed to get access to it. It just started like buy top up for my phone. I suppose to get the network.
No need for
the service. They don't. For I able for user, which I want for user. But if I buy top up now my phone, for example, for make call, and then I need to make call, then it's the service to me. And I feel like they really need for treat this matter with the utmost seriousness where it deserve. I just imagine how other areas and they suffer. Up till now, why they can't this morning, there is no light. Now Moriton community. It has been, if I check now,
there is no stipulated time where they tell you say they go amend the issue.
In fact, when you call them customer care, they don't know that the problem, Marion. As at yesterday morning, I called 672. The person tell me say, "Will they work on her? Will they work on her?" What is this thing that you are working on? Nobody they tell you the actual problem. So for me, then castigate that the past storm where happened day before yesterday, which is natural. From God, we get for the happen, we get season, we get the guy season.
The breeze made that heavy because I don't know for maybe some area.
But
from your area, I'm not sure say the breeze be that heavy.
If I have to be genuine, the breeze was heavy from your own part. But maybe because I live near the water side, the breeze was severely heavy. In fact, one branch they we broke on that particular day now compound. We get one banger stick way, one of the branches for them. So yes, from your own part, I would say it was heavy. But again, this same kind of issue that also they happen in other country they marry on. This not a big complaint. For crying out loud, anytime we breeze blow past to suffer, anytime we small something can pass lights go. I think say salon for don't go past so marry on.
Okay, we move away from that topic there and look at another one who say the All People's Congress Party don't call for concrete action beyond dialogue after State House meeting with President Bio. Well, the party said this inside one press statement where they put out. Also, they make mention, say the delegation will include senior party official and it was led by the acting chairman, Ambassador Alhaji Usman Fode Ansene, na state host during the meeting. Then said and discuss several things and reaffirm their commitments to key national and political framework. Then will include 8-point communique of the International Moral Guarantors, the Tripartite Committee recommendations, and the Agreement of National Unity. Then say the agreement here, central for rebuild public trust, strengthen governance system, and promote accountability inside the country democratic process. And they also say the engagement represents positive step towards sustained dialogue between the government and the opposition. But Seth talk about the meeting where they say for move beyond formal symbolism and result in concrete action, we go address pressing concerns of ordinary citizens, reiterating their stance as a political party and assure the members them say their participation inside the dialogue no go weaken their role as an opposition political party in the country. Toby, yesterday we discussed the president's own commitments we make during the meeting. where he assured the APC of the, enforcing the recommendations where the international moral guarantors, tell the government for, implement. And we see several moves them again where the government don't make after the meeting with the international moral guarantors. And one meeting, where people insist saying a milestone in terms of preaching or bridging the gap between the opposition and the ruling. Now, the meeting a status where the APC put out press release informing the public about waiting transpire and waiting they don't agree for do so far. Is this a progress?
I want to say the issue we start with the boycott, so moral guarantors coming in. It is not a win for APC, not a win for the SLPP, but I want to put time in a broader perspective, say, I want to describe them as a win for Salon. Why I want to describe them as a win for Salon? Despite the differences between these two political parties, but there are strong interests for put the country first. And it is good because APC, from their own perspective, they want them people for no, we don't stick with them through the dark days and believe in their leadership, still believe that the APC is a party or that will go for do more for this country. So then once them people for no say, yes, we get an engagement with the president, but at this and this we agreed on. And now they are calling on for the action being taken in the communique with them being signed with the moral guarantors and for the unity agreement. All may agree that the unity agreement being implemented, and as well the tripartite recommendations, the 8 communique recommendations, all need for be adhered to. So they want them people for no say we not go meet because we all know this the thinking of Sierra Leone, and particularly people who get loyalty to them political parties. For every single engagement with the opposition, they want to know exactly what happened in their engagements then what was agreed, what was disagreed, and for puts them in a better position where they want to make them points. So I think it is good that the leadership of the APC able to tell them people this and this that will meet, and they are also urging that let everything be implemented. Will the government implement that after the moral guarantors they don't come? This is what the party is pushing for. So for me, I think there is more we'll need to expect in the coming days that has to do with the tripartite recommendation and the unity agreement. And don't forget, there are still issues around election reforms. Will the Charter Nomination Committee be expected again after we already get an appointment, somebody for lead the ECSL? Would that recommendation be adhered to? These are all important questions people for the ask at this point in time, because waiting the Charter Nomination Committee get for do again with somebody for Chart for nominates already don't get a position now as ECSL commissioner. So there is a lot we're going to come in the coming days.
The argument of the opposition are that in as much as the most alarming call where they make now the removal of Edmond Sylvester Alpha, this time around after the meeting with international moral guarantors, they continue to tell the public that they need a reform now when it comes to the electoral system of the country. And they make mention, say, even if they remove Edmond Sylvester Alpha without the reform being, looked at, say the issues, electoral issues, go continue for passage. So this time around, it's no longer just about Edmond Sylvester Alpha as an individual, but a total reform na the electoral system.
Well, I don't want to use this, but I'm expecting the APC for make things clear. It's like it don't become really look contradicting now upon what's not the issue make them make boycotts. The bigger picture in them boycotts. Now after we see Edmond Alpha be appointed, but there are a lot of issues around election reform. Some things them they will be tabled before Parliament. Then say let them pull Edmond Alpha. If they not pull them, they will not return to governance. But because they not say there are areas, the bigger picture is about Edmond Alpha. You can't get proper election reforms and Edmond Alpha still remained the ECSL commissioner. It means some violations of the agreement that already don't be violated, because the starting point for appoint any ECSL commissioner for start with the Chart and Nomination Committee. Now therefore start, therefore we do the chart and nominate individual, despite the box stop at the president, because it gets constitutional mandate for appoint the ECSL commissioner. So in all of this, Marion, I think the APC now don't understand that Edmond Alpha can still remain the ECSL commissioner, but they still fight for correct some irregularities that has to do with election reforms.
Yes, Reginald.
Thank you very much. If I can understand your question, we asked to be if now a win for APC also. I know basically get the question we asked to be, but I think on the engagement where APC gets with the presidency, we include the vice president, chief minister, and other senior government officials. I also see the attorney general. I think that is in a couple of months that has been what they are, but they've been craving for ensure they can get interaction with the president and see how they can able for discuss on national things. And I think it was good that the president reaffirmed the point that they go ensure then continue for whole national dialogue, which has been absent for quite a long time now, in my opinion. And I see the press release where the All People's Congress put yesterday out. Also, they also be informed the party members and the general public by extension as to waiting the meeting be about. Unfortunately, I didn't see the Secretary General of the APC on that strategic meeting, and I was asking myself as to why in such a meeting the Secretary General of the party, where it's kind of the administrative head, if I should say, it was not in attendance. And we all know they've got some vacuum in the leadership, the executive. There is no deputy secretary general. Maybe for don't step in. But again, one thing we may personally take into consideration now the side where they are at the moment. Of course, we all know 2-3 months back it was tough, it was chaotic. The APC had written a letter demanding for a meeting with the president, and that letter was not given the attention that it's needed. And the other time, again, Mike said the reason why make the president not be consider the letter, because the APC by then was demanding, yes, that then the demand for.
So they're not supposed for demand.
Yes, he said, and the president at that point see the letter like disrespect. That was what he said to me. I think some 2 weeks back or so, I get on the review segment. So I think the fact that the moral guarantors, the international moral guarantors, they don't come in and don't make breakthrough in terms of negotiation. Now dialogue they go on between the APC and the government. It's a step in the right direction. I think it is what's good that the All People's Congress Party as well informed the public as well. We've seen the president displaying that he's committed for make them get national dialogue on issues them and all. On the one hand, that has to do with the implementation. I think this is what they agreed on, the APC together with the government represented by the vice president, the second gentleman, for signing that 8th recommendation in this. So I think it is just but right that if we at all we want peace for Redness alone, the 8th recommendation is the way they don't say the inclusion of other political parties. I think it don't start. APC don't return back to governance. Some progress don't be made in the 8th recommendation.
You know, one question we are the mean for ask all this while is how relevant is these other political parties in the political space? Because most times when you look at issues of such, or even issues of national concern, you not see them talking about them or raising their voice or about those issues. But when it comes to issues of supporting government in taking some decisions like the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha, you will see them supporting that. But paying attention to issues where they affect citizens, they don't talk about them that much.
It is sad. That's the harsh reality. We get political parties them way, in my opinion, not even fit for be political parties. I feel like some political parties, say the one of the PPRC regulation, they say all political parties forget offices nationwide. But political parties, then they will not get office all side. That is not secret. Political parties, then they need for they even get the Congress or convention or so. Maybe na shumu people learning know about them. And these are political parties where they become very vibrant when there is an election they come. So, in my opinion, I feel like we not ever get now that make me normally can say na APC, SLPP no more. Now then they will, because the other one they really come in as third force. They know they they're not a position themselves, they're not a strategize themselves. They will only be active where election they come near, then they part of the number. Would have felt can't third in making self relevant, like what you see NDA. NDA finish third, where then go to one off, then strike a deal with the government, and then get money at the end of it. So for me, their focus have always been the political party instead of the country. That is why we've not been hearing them contributing to national development. So I think we really need to look at the parties the way we register, where people actually register, even though not a democratic right.
Okay.
But again, watch them if they meet the threshold.
Okay, and now we'll look at another story. Usai Sierra Leone Parliament delegation don't face scrutiny at the ECOWAS Parliament 6th legislature, first ordinary session where they go on na Abuja, Nigeria, and this come after the presentation of the country report na the parliamentary session where then all Wednesday, May 6 this year, na the chamber of the ECOWAS Parliament. Well, like yesterday, Melvin Tijan Mansare big update regarding the sitting and several things where they deliberate on. And now we go tell you about the country report where it be promised yesterday say go give you update on. Good morning, Melvin, and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning to Fambul and Agadipa.
Yes, as I just don't lay the premises, you make mention about the scrutiny way Salon delegation face during the ECOWAS Parliament sitting. Take me through. Waiting lead to the scrutiny.
Well, Fambul remember say inside me yesterday report I talk about country's report being tabled in tandem with the ECOWAS procedures of the Parliament. We see all countries at every ordinary session for present a report on the state of nation. And for yesterday, the delegation we come up from Sierra Leone, we comprised Honorable Veronica Kadisise as leader of delegation, Honorable Shaka Musa Sama as deputy leader of the delegation, Honorable Abdul Kago, member, Honorable Simon Lamina, member, and Honorable Tifona, member. Let me present a report on the state of affairs in Sierra Leone. We now be a pager, and inside that 5-page report, they capture the political situation, democracy, good governance, peace and security, and human rights. And another aspect also, they get for look at the status of implementation of ECOWAS community text, initiatives and programs, and also then we get for the report capture the aspect we get for do with implementation basically of these protocols and other agreements. And from the report, I would say a very well written report. Several issues come up. Okay. We Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina be done tinap na the platform and read the reports. Members from other countries force will raise concerns, say why they not see anything like updates on waiting at the latest on the Guinea Salon border disputes. And also they raise concern over flooding and disaster, looking at the fact that, well, I'm sure many of them go to Salon for the first time on that delocalized meeting. Yeah. They see many hills, but then they afraid, say some of them they afraid that because of the kind of terrain of Sierra Leone, the country might be prone to disaster, as we already always done the sea. And then they ask what are the mitigation efforts being taken by the government. So members of the ECOWAS Parliament, they ask what in Salon to do for tackle the drug problem. And this was quite an interesting one. Also, they be asked whether the chief electoral commissioner, the government appoints him the right way.
Okay.
So they also ask within the state of street picking them and the efforts of government for pulling our streets. And ultimately, the big elephant question are that why the APC being boycott. So first, in response, Honorable
So Melvin, before you continue, please, before you continue, these things that we make mention of the Guinea Salon dispute, the issues of drug being taken seriously and the electoral commissioner in appointment, then be factored inside the report?
They are not captured. The Guinea issue not captured, and that make them flag her up. And of course, the boycott was captured, wherein the leader, well, Honorable Emerson Lamina, when a member of the delegation, been come to the floor and explain the issue. But Honorable Mabinti Fona been quick for tell the House yesterday that the matter don't resolve as the president been on call them MP and members of them party and then we get constructive dialogue.
Okay.
So from the APC side, there was a clarification on that. And on the issue of the omission of the Guinea border disputes, that we make a member of parliament from the Nigerian delegation, Honorable Abiante, they've been so furious because they say ECOWAS didn't take the matter so serious and members of the delegation them from Liberia and Sierra Leone, they don't bring them at the floor. But unfortunately, the two countries are not captured at the reports. And in response, members from the Liberian delegation say, well, because they are part of MRU, Mano River Union, then believe say the matter, then they settle them at that level. And if they're not able, they can bring them back na ECOWAS. But that was not taken kindly to, as some of the MPs then at the ECOWAS parliament been say, well, if there be no say, then why they bring and come up.
Okay.
So that was another very serious issue. And the issue we for do with the APC boycott, like I say.
So what's in a salon argument? Now the same argument salon we get with Liberia in terms of why they no factor the issue of the dispute inside the report.
Well, the Liberian delegation led by Senator Melvin Snow say it was an oversight on their own part because it not been there any late. Now come the morning yesterday and I see the report where pick up it in the rest.
Okay.
For Sierra Leone, the excuse there is the matter is still being looked at, especially when Sierra Leone, the chair, the authority of heads of state. So I'm sure they were talking about diplomacy still being used.
Okay.
But that was not convincing enough for particularly members of the Nigerian delegation. We see they've dedicated a lot of time and effort, and for Liberia and Sierra Leone update them on that. They find them very, very concealing.
Okay.
In terms of response on the Chief Electoral Commissioner, Honorable Emerson Lamina been clarified that the President acted in tandem with the Constitution Section 33, subsection 2, and he said even when the moral guarantors then come, that was not a contentious issue at all because it was not flagged. However, the delegation been tell thank you to international moral guarantors their efforts and then they express commitment to uphold the agreements we on the floor. And on the issue of tackling drug problem, Honorable Veronica Kadisi said in tell the floor that the government don't put several structures in place for rehabilitation and reintegration of young people then. And he said there are centers in 3 parts of the country. And that was welcomed by many of the other delegation members there. Okay. We say yes, much more need for be done, but that was a step in the right direction. And something where Sierra Leone was praised for, I talked about yesterday. Sierra Leone is among the few countries will not get any debt in terms of payment of community levy. And that was well celebrated, where in other countries like Liberia from 2017, they've been get debt.
Okay.
And although they don't come pay for 2026, but they still get backlog when they're not clear it. So Sierra Leone was given a clean bill of health and well appreciated towards that aspect. On the issue of street children, definitely that was also addressed. Honorable Veronica say the Ministry of Social Welfare don't take efforts, but however, there is a need for more collaboration and partnership with non-state actors if that was to be overcome.
Okay, yeah.
Those are some of the major issues.
Yes, Melvin, what do you want to look at today quickly before we let you go?
Well, today na the woman and day. We say the ECOWAS female caucus, and call her ECOFEPA. Then they get a dialogue, and already seated in the hall, we get visitors, lawmakers, and journalists, and we get about for can get delegation. And for me as a journalist, some of the things that I look forward to. Why is West Africa still ranked 3rd place when it comes to women's empowerment? Why it's only Senegal that is doing very well when it comes to 50% representation? And it was so revealing to me that while we boast of 30%, the global standard is 35%. Okay. And no country, we know many countries in West Africa never achieve that. So for me, I look forward to, for example, issues around why this perception that women should not lead And unfortunately, Nigeria, that is hosting us, they are doing so badly. They are having 4.5% women representation. And even effort from one of them, Senator Olujumu, for increased women's participation was kicked out. So I think Sierra Leone gets something for also boast about there, in as much as we have a lot of work to do when it comes to the 30%. But Sierra Leone, Cape Verde, Senegal are on top when it comes to the issue that has got to do with women's representation. We are not there yet, but I think we've been celebrated like Senegal, Cape Verde, and other countries. We get parity laws. They call them parity laws. We call them gender empowerment laws. So those are some of the highlights, and we look forward to. I will be doing a lot of interviews, as you made for understand, and also for sound reviews of ECOWAS as to what their position on female genital mutilation, especially when the United Nations describe as harmful practice, and several other issues around not only representation but insecurity, and how this insecurity and insurgency they affect women, and above all the economics aspect of women's representation and all that. So
thank you.
It's going to be an interesting look ahead for today's engagement.
Okay, thank you so much, Melvin Tijen Mansare, for taking us through waiting happened yesterday and waiting get for be discussed today inside the sitting. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure of being on the program. Thank you.
Yes. Well, now Melvin Tijen Mansare, Epic Radio correspondent, where they currently in Abuja, Nigeria, they witness the 6th legislature of the first ordinary session of the ECOWAS Parliament, where we don't give you updates since yesterday about how the sitting or the proceedings they proceed. So far, quick one. I want for take calls now, but Reginald, you listen keenly to the issues Melvin raised and how members of parliament from Sierra Leone able to address the issue where, according to even members of the ECOWAS parliament from Nigeria and other countries not be satisfied with.
Thank you very much. And I also want to say thanks to Melvin. I think he represents you very well, giving us all the information we need. On the report yesterday, I said then table a 5-page Sierra Leone delegation table a 5-page report where we captured different things on the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha and other stuff, them issue about drugs, issue about picking away the sleep in the streets and all. And I think you rightly asked the question as to why the incident that has to do with Salone and Guinea, well, not only Botienga, but quite recently Kaliere, Nafalaba district, outside we military people and they were seated barely on the ground and all of those other things. I'm wondering why that was not captured. I think the good part, the takeaway here is that we not get any debt or any outstanding for with subscription from ECOWAS, which is very good. As well, which I'll commend the government on. I'll give the government kudos for that. And all for ensuring they fulfill their obligation by paying. It's what's commendable, and I'll say a good that President Bio is leading by example in ECOWAS, because if you are the chairperson of the authority of the heads of ECOWAS, then you get for lead by example. And I think say good that Melvin who mentioned say even the country they host we get that get backlog Nigeria and also Salone for will not get that. That's a very good one. Kudos to President Bio and kudos to the government for that one. And I think we are still looking forward to the other remaining days and see what in the deliberation will be on the engagement where they go on at the ECOWAS legislative parliamentary proceedings where they carry on Abuja, Nigeria. Mario.
Okay, before we take calls inside the show, make we take this quick one. You want natural tea where they refresh your body. You look for something healthy and gentle on digestion. You want tea where they keep you feeling fresh all day. IoT, now the answer. They make them naturally with tea leaf and healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bags inside every pack, you always get more for enjoy and share. IoT natural freshness inside every sip. And this message will come up from Karel. And also you want coffee where they wake you up instantly. You don't look for smooth aromatic taste where you go enjoy anytime you need energy for stay active all day. Our cafe gets you covered. It's 100% smooth, aromatic, and it'll keep you energetic and fresh and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy one bowl cup where it fits perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Our cafe, stay energetic, stay active all day. With the pick calls now inside the show, 079-994-993. We go first caller on the phone. Good morning.
Good morning, Marion, precious judge, concerned citizen, Freetown.
Okay.
Yes, Marion, talking about the flooding, now, Freetown. It's so appalling, it's so sad for me. On the first segment, to get the way they say, tree planting, not to parity. I mean, it's so sad. The only thing we go stop flooding or flood mitigation, now the passive planting, now tree planting, the mirror, I watch the mirror has done very, very well towards flood mitigation. So for me to get Freetown at the studio, they say that's not to, it's so free, it's so terrible, see. Away from that, Marion, the blackout. Me now one person when me say if I get my own power, for take extra to court, but by we constitution, we govern where waiting and not able to do that. In terms of choosing APC and Edmond Alpha and whatever, the very constitution where president will take for appointment, the constitution say if anybody get criminal records or waiting, the labor law say you get for checking waiting. If there is a way you get for put an old check waiting. You see, the very constitution say you for check the person in credibility, check if any criminal record on there before you get an appointment for take with taxpayer money pay. So I think APC on the right fitting for boycott.
Thank you.
Because a gentleman agreement is a binding agreement.
Thank you.
So when gentility prevails, APC get all right for boycott. I rest my concern, my own.
Okay, thank you so much. 079-994-993. Call and make your contribution inside the show. We get another caller on the phone. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name was the call from.
This is a concerned citizen.
Okay.
I'll go on for one to me bullet points and quick. Of course, and what I mentioned the extra issue. This is a national concern. Blackout all over. Like we find me the way that Joey opposite and they call the place cover farm. Now 1 month so now they go. We know they for a week like self now next from the evening hours. 1 month. And anybody where they go access to this, they happen. Looking at it, then go flash you light. Where is the student say even turn out? Like Sena Babu and Diddy. You understand? That one way they come and defend so I just defensive means because we all know, say you know, for the blackouts be all over the country. This agreement where the president don't go and of course get or the dialogue with the party, the APC party. For me, APC not for take for granted. Although yes, in I saw them meet, but like later and keep their heads up. Because if you see most people that don't go into agreement, though, they're not being followed and do other why I believe say therefore keep their heads up or the right thing be done. Of course, the first part the post, the clear post nine Sierra Leone as they want.
Thank you.
There's no one to do that. So I'm going with, of course, the other one, waiting for the people now have proof of where they are, who have to vote for.
Thank you. Please must stick to 1 minute call time. We want to take much calls as much calls as possible. 079-994-993. Good morning. You know most I call from.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Narian George.
Yes.
Yes,
go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Sorry about that. Basically, I think boycotting, they find somehow from the APC angle, but I'm not sure they need any dividend. Because all the them they complain but not push like because the main issue them they complain about that's for the opponent of the ECSL. We're basically missing the question mark why. Because vividly I was telling to authority initially where Jack about the one left my point, where of course next time where next one left my point, where Madaka will. So I don't know what's really the people among this how they call appointment. So let's me this way again. Of course let's them boycott. So I wish and hope when national issue will come, let it come to the right this year.
Okay.
When we need to for benefit, as an opposition, I would be very much okay if they're able to boycott I think that we don't represent will be very much happy. But the unfortunate that some people only they push for them to do the benefits and as a political party, but really, we the masses and we suffer more.
Okay, thank you so much. 079-994-993. Call and make your contribution inside the show. Will it take more calls? Hello, your name outside the call from. Anyway, 079-994-993. Make I ask you one simple question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go recover? Now this make you need J-Man insurance. They know them for fast claims payment so you can get back to business without stress. Plus the premiums very affordable and flexible so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, trustworthy and professional. Will they pick more calls? Good morning.
This is Bakar from Fome.
Bakar, go ahead.
These are the toxic and politicize the life. This life business, they really politicize that. Because if you like then a Freetown, let it sustainable, then take and go now that say. Especially for kind of Freetown, then cut them, then they go and give lights na different side, then begin to patch the light. Take on a different side then for talk say over 40 years. Now we are the only people we don't count light. Now politicize. This make people and they suffer now all the parties. When I go tell something unable for continue, these are the big problem. Come to the boycott of the APC. And we brought away and Melvin. Now the right person and they represent the people then. And me believe say waiting they talk so na tips, but when it come, they scatter all waiting for scatter. I believe them. Then if the boycott of APC is very important. One, Edmond Alpha is there among the things say APC they say with the commission all the way for pool na ECSL. Edmond Alpha they among them. So if they go put on the need for alarm in name. Then left the and the commission ready them go into the agreement, not a gentleman agreement.
Thank you. The
president signed. The agreement is so them for abide on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
More take 3 more calls 079-994-993. Call and make a contribution regarding the issues being discussed so far. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Concerning this light issue I want to talk about.
Okay.
We will be from Kalba Town. People who kind of guys talk we from June. We now get light for this now complete the whole month to get light. And we in our western at the work. I can find out the people in our western to get light. We the whole month to apart from Independence Day. We don't left for 2 feel because I think them get 2 feel light. We need to get light at all. So then press me so then the pool. I don't know what then they try to talk about. Like that's the contribution.
Thank you. 2 more calls 079-994-993. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, good morning, Mara.
Yes, your name outside the call from.
Islam, okay, fire. The call from Freetown.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank you very much for education.
Okay.
First of all, one call be talk about constitution, no constitution. So no constitution, banish Victor Fu, or let not take no office in this country. The same APC, they are position as vice president.
Okay.
Then we come by this extra right. If Salon is suffer, Freetown is suffer right now for life. We hold an Escoma responsible. Because naive for address this issue once and for all in this country. But it's fair for Duam.
But government's not continuity. No, government's not continuity. So imagine anyway. Say now you call me, not to me call you. Anyways, we're not gonna allow you for say something where they go against we standard, yeah. And every time they say government's not continuity. So I don't know what you mean by the former president for that address this once and for all. So tell you if they put you this if you're not going to do anything. Anyways, more pick the last call. Good morning, name outside the call from. Yeah.
Good morning, Mario.
Yes, good morning.
Formerly of Africa, you now working for Epic.
Yeah, make your comments. Okay, send the Pierre.
Concerning about this life issue, we now put local where I go, when people say the rain is giving, but they enjoy this I go. But why comes in the high season now, nothing like that, they happen. They enjoy no life in system. But because as people say, like rainy season, so that I do in our side we use. So the money when we take by the top up now, when the high season comes, then we use them, then buy now the fuel for the generators them. So that the high season that put a lot of people then will enjoy life. But now they be at all are not. And coming to the constitution of this country, this constitution it needs amendment.
Okay.
Therefore, amend and back. Therefore, review the constitution. Once more,
Sembepia, thank you so much. Yes, it's been a while, Sembepia. Anyways, thanks for calling. Well, we'll wrap up the show now. I will start with Reginald as a way of wrapping up.
Thank you very much. I think it was swift enough that you tell that caller for cut him off. That is what makes Alonde Osai so at 65 years we're still comparing. When I come, say na APC been do this, SLP back when can APC when can say SLP do this. What I always want to say is that people voted the APC government out because they were not doing the right thing for them at that point. So whatever thing will happen during the past, for remain at the past, we will address the problem now. That is why we have this government. That is why people voted for this government. It is just rather unfortunate that this back and forth always they come in, and they go say nani go say that. And I think I've been vindicated. Somebody call other areas and call way. I tell you, say some areas and they will name not even in the press release, which is true. So it's really get for treat people with serious. Because imagine if I buy 100 leon top up, and they get less than 20 units, which is almost 80% going towards, I don't know whether it's tax or waiting, and then I still know they get the service where they pay for. It is a crime on its own as well. And then for you even see the light safe now by chance. So I think we really need ETSA for go and see how they can able for work on and here with the able energy, this, that. But again, we're tired of seeing these things on paper, on pictures, on social media. We want to have a feeling of them. Imagine a whole building like this with a one-on generator. Let's tap you get for one-on generator. All of those things. These are cost. Now the price of fuel. It is high. And also, these are things that we really need for look into and see how it's can address and once and for. Thank you very much, Mario.
Yeah, Toby.
I will also stick with the issue of light and also make one strong advice. We all don't see the heavy wind we don't begin blow. So I'd advise every Sierra Leonean, be it Freetown or the provinces, for treat this rainy season with utmost care and caution. Look, small rain will come na Poti, the streets block, most able for pass. It is very embarrassing. Imagine when these rains go start for calm, disasters will lie ahead. We pray to God that not happen. The only way it not go happen, now way swift measures been taking place. Places like Godrich, they don't get cipher to particularly the Levoma, Bendembu, to Ogufam, pardon me, to Funkia area, they don't get cipher to and when them bridges then they block, now they host them in the fen and it become more problems. So for me, with the issue of ETSA, we will continue for Tokam so to the end of 2026 because ETSA, the promise for the prepaid, they don't expect that promise to stay. We understand that when you get a prepaid, you for only not get light if you not get top up, now you meter. But people and they will get thousands of top up now they meter, but they not they see light. We expect a strong reform for take place now ETSA.
Thank you so much, Mohamed Toby Kagbo and Reginald, for joining the conversation this morning. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Alan give his support inside the studio. Abubakar Ben do make us live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show na Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you now with the final edition of the Epic Morning Show for the week. Marion Precious, George, say do have a wonderful day and tata.